This is a public show, right? This is Monday.
Huh?
Right? This is a Monday show, right?
What day is it?
It's Monday.
What day of the week is this?
It's Monday, isn't it?
Is it?
Is it Monday? It's
Today
Monday.
Monday?
Is it Monday?
Is it
Where the fuck is Scotty?
Where did he go?
Where the fuck is that little shit fucking piece of garbage?
He was there when I turned around.
I know. He was there a second ago. Now he's just gone.
Just disappeared.
Just fucking can't even bother to show up on time for the fucking show or nothing.
Oh, God. Sorry, guys. Hit up another buffet.
Fuck you, Scotty.
Whoa. He hit up a buffet on the way here?
Oh, damn, dude.
Oh, Jesus.
Scotty, you're even fatter than normal, dude.
Oh, God, dude.
Actually, it looks like he's slimming down a little bit.
Yeah, I've actually been I only go to a buffet every other day now.
Scotty, what's the name of that fucking company, all right?
Oh, Jesus.
What company?
That table shit.
What do you want to talk about the table shit now?
Because I want to fucking publicly shame these cocksuckers.
All right, well, whatever.
What the fuck is it called?
You want to waste more angst and emotional energy?
No,
dealing
I want to
with
fucking
bullshit?
get them harassed so we can get our fucking pieces. Is what I want.
Oh, the company?
What's the name of this fucking company?
All right, let me tell you. It's
Table of Ultimate Flop Gaming.
Table of Ultimate Gaming.
Table of Ultimate Gaming.
Table of Ultimate Gaming.
They need a public shaming.
They do, dude.
Table of Ultimate Gaming. About to receive a public shaming. All right, so we ordered one of these fucking tables. In March. Now, whatever. It took a while to send to us. Whatever. It's a fucking table. Okay?
Yes.
That's fine. But you know what they did? They sent it to us with like fucking 8 pieces goddamn missing.
3 pieces.
Whatever. 3 pieces missing. But the pieces that are missing are crucial to hold the table the fuck together.
It's like this metal piece that's like worse like magnetic.
Like the 2 ends of the table do not fucking hold together because of this shit.
Yes.
And whatever, there's some stuff on the legs too that isn't there, but that's not even as important. But there's crucial pieces that we need. And we've written to these motherfuckers for like how long now? 2 weeks?
I've been writing it
Constantly?
but basically for like the last month and a half.
Well, we haven't had it for a month and a half to know these. We didn't know these pieces were missing for a month and a half, did we?
But since when did we go to the Big Chief?
I don't know.
420.
Yeah. So yeah, that's about that long then.
About a month.
Okay, so for a month now, we've written to these people and told them our pieces are missing. Have they ever responded in any way, shape, or form?
Yeah, they said that they were sending them.
Right. When was that?
I think it was a few weeks ago, maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago.
And have we heard from them since?
No.
Have they seen messages from you since?
Yes.
And they see them and they ignore them.
Yep.
It's like, it's a hell of a way to treat a fucking customer, Table of Ultimate Gaming. Why don't you change your name to Table of Ultimate fucking
so
Scamming,
May
you
1st,
cocksuckers?
May 1st. Okay, it looks like someone already put in a request for those replacements to be sent out to you on April 20th, and the torches are going to be June instead
April
of May.
20th? Well, you know what? It's fucking, it's May 20th now. We ain't got shit. And
Nothing.
they haven't told us shit. We haven't got an update. They don't give a fuck. They got our money, so they don't give a flying fuck.
Oh,
so,
dude, Helenia in Chicago, United States, just purchased a Table of Ultimate Gaming.
9
Good
hours
luck.
ago.
Good fucking luck. 9
Hope you
hour
get
ago
it.
purchase.
I hope you
Good
get
luck with that.
Yeah, I hope it all works out
And
for you.
You might have a
But-
question if that's a legitimate sale because they are based in Chicago. I was able to actually look up the guy that owns the company. His name is James McBain or something like that.
McBain.
Yeah, McBain. Dude, this guy is this company is a joke. I mean, they don't fucking respond to customer service. And I can tell you what, like, I would not advise anyone to buy a table from
Right.
them.
I'm just letting you know. If you're in the fucking market for a gaming table,
Don't buy this one.
this ain't the one for you.
They do not stand behind their products. You have no way to contact them except an email thing, which they won't respond to. Or they'll only respond to if you basically threaten to cancel your order, and then they'll tell you, oh, we're going to make it right, and then string you along
And then
further.
send you shit with pieces missing. So,
Yeah.
I just wanted to bitch about them because they suck.
Nice.
So,
Hey, how's that for some pre-show banter?
it's good. I like it.
Fuck them.
Fucking ruining my fucking post fucking buffet high,
Yeah.
dude.
And if you,
Yeah.
for those of you out there that are thirsty for more dank D&D, this is the reason why you don't have it yet.
Yeah. So blame them.
Well, it's one of them.
One of the reasons.
It's one of them.
No. You know what? Fuck that, Paul. It is the,
okay.
It is the reason.
We got nothing to do with the rest of it.
Nothing else is holding it back other than that.
Damn
it's
them.
their fault. Damn them to hell.
God, guys, fucking episode's fucking taking
Are
a
you
lot
going
out
to
of me.
pop?
Scotty gonna pop. Scotty gonna pop.
Did Taylor knock you up? What's going on?
The fucking Chinese buffet knocked me up, dude.
Oh,
Let me tell you,
Jesus.
man.
Dude, oh my God.
Crab Ragoon, dude.
You know what the fuck? You know, I hate doing this episode because we're doing an episode on gluttony and I'm literally fucking starving, man. I haven't eaten all day except for them Cheetos I had.
Wow.
So
Wow, TJ. Whose fault is that?
yours.
TJ, you
How's
know
that
what?
my fault?
'Cause you
TJ,
got here all super early and stuff.
I got here right at 1:30.
Whatever.
Don't feel a little
super
peckish,
early.
TJ. You want to get a hot dog after this episode, dude?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, let's go get a fucking hot dog.
I want
dude.
10 hot dogs.
Yeah, let's get some fucking hot dogs.
You know what I really want? I want a rematch on that. And maybe I shouldn't make another food challenge because I did challenge Jake from Hugo and Jake to a milkshake contest. But I'm pretty sure he's gonna puss out of that. So I want a rematch on that fucking burger challenge because I think
Bitch,
Paul's
you don't want none of
victory
this.
is bullshit.
You don't want none of this.
Damn.
You don't want none of this.
Because you know what?
You don't want.
I've been thinking about that burger contest, and it fucking does not sit right in my goddamn mind. And
Why
I'll
is
tell
that?
you why.
Why is that?
Because I was prepared and I had trained to eat McDonald's hamburgers, and then all of a sudden at the last minute, we were presented with these totally different hamburgers that were way different. My
That's
stomach,
not true.
My stomach knows.
That's actually not true.
It is true. My
When
stomach
we
knows.
announced-
No.
No, that's actually not
Don't
true.
fucking spread your lies.
No, that's
Paul.
actually not true. You're already propagating a lie, and you haven't even gotten into your fucking explanation yet.
Yeah, go ahead. It's your lies.
When we announced that on DP, immediately we were contacted by a local burger dude who said he would facilitate it. It's
Right.
the reason why we did it. We were never told to practice on McDonald's hamburgers.
That is not true. When we initially conceived of it, it was with
Bullshit.
McDonald's hamburgers, and then some
Bullshit.
dude reached out and said, "Oh, I'll make the burgers because I work at a burger place." And
Okay.
you know what?
Why was I able to eat more of those burgers, TJ?
I don't know why. I think it's because your stomach is more used to real burgers, but my stomach has trained in the fires of the fucking Golden Arches.
Well,
and I challenge you
I will say
to a
this.
McDonald's burger eating
I will
contest
say this,
because
Paul.
that is the true contest.
I mean,
sir.
look, if you can beat him in that with that contest, shouldn't this one be a cinch?
What's all this?
I just don't
You think
understand
you're
why
not participating in this, Scotty?
I don't understand why the champ's got to endlessly defend his title.
Endlessly?
Yeah.
It's been like a year.
So every
It's been
time
a
your
year
salty
plus.
ass wants a burger rematch, I got to fucking come down off the
TJ
throne
did
and give
beat
it to you.
He did beat you at the hot dog contest.
Hey, a hot dog eating contest
Yeah,
is another
which
thing, which I
fucking-
dispute
which-
on that. That one, like,
which
if we
we
were doing a
fucking
hot dog
filmed but
eating
never got
contest, it
fucking
would be
released.
multiple dogs, not one giant. Like, I couldn't even eat the toppings on that fucking dog.
Right, well-
that was a topping eating contest, and
You know
won
what?
that,
You
I
always
guess.
got some excuse why you can't fucking pick up the gauntlet of challenge, don't you?
Except for every time that I've done it and won spectacularly.
You did not win.
Won the burger challenge, won the wheel of torture.
Didn't win the hot
I didn't
dog,
even participate in that.
I've never seen the hot dog challenge footage, so I dispute it.
Oh,
and
shit.
fucking, and you know,
And the
I just-
files
I
that-
dispute.
the files got corrupted.
did get
They
corrupted,
did not
dude.
get. It's bullshit.
They got
Yes, they did.
They did not get
Yes,
corrupted.
they fucking did.
Taylor just fucking deleted it and didn't even think twice.
No,
Oh
she
shit!
did
I lost
not,
it.
dude. Bullshit.
Yes, she did. I bet you
Bullshit.
$90,000.
Dude, don't make my fat ass whoop your ass, TJ, because I will.
You ain't whooping shit, motherfucker. If you want to whip my ass, tell you what, whip my ass in a burger eating contest. You son of a bitch.
TJ?
That's how you.
Go,
That's
bitch.
how things are decided in this family.
Want to go, bitch?
So anyway, I challenge both of you fucking pieces of garbage to.
fucking date and time, TJ.
I don't care when, anywhere, anytime. I'll do it here and now. I don't give a fuck.
Well, dude, I set up a buffet, dude. That's a little unfair.
You didn't hit up nothing.
I
A real man will take the
Throw
challenge
down a date,
anywhere,
TJ. Throw down a date and
anytime.
time.
Here and now. Here and now.
Here's
We're doing an episode.
Here's the problem.
Someone go out and get some burgers.
I, as the king,
Yes.
I, as the reigning champion of the burger eating contest, I want to see a demonstration of your prowess before I'll even enter into a fucking
Yeah, dude.
competition with you.
Can you even beat me, TJ?
Yeah, beat him.
Dude, I'm like the
And then
glass
beat me.
show of eating contests, so you should be able to wipe the floor with me.
All right.
All right, yeah,
No problem.
there you go. And then you get a crack at me, TJ.
No fucking problem.
And a crack is what it will be, upside your skull, TJ. Another one.
You know what?
Another one.
Paul, guess what?
Crack.
Not only am I going to beat you, Paul,
All this big talk from
I
the
am
loser
going
of
to
the burger
destroy you.
challenge.
Because it was a bullshit challenge. It was rigged. It was fake. And we all know that on DP, 90% of that shit was kayfabe. That was just another kayfabe moment. Just another kayfabe moment.
Well, how many?
Bullshit.
Oh,
Okay.
look.
I want an authentic,
How many
fair
burgers- I want you to call it
McDonald's
out.
burger eating contest.
How many burgers will you beat Paul by?
How many burgers will I beat him by? Or what are we doing? We doing McDoubles? We doing quarter pounders? We doing Big Macs? I don't give a fuck.
Just
Anyone.
the regular hamburger, dude.
Just a regular
Or
hamburger?
cheeseburger.
I'll beat him by fucking 6.
You'll beat. Okay, dude.
Beat him by 6
You're gonna
burgers.
beat him by
no problem.
If you beat him by 6, dude, then you deserve to be called the fucking.
Because you know what? I'll tell you what too. Last time
Paul,
we
he thinks
faced,
he can beat you by 6, dude.
last
Do you
time
believe
we
this shit
faced
he's
off.
saying to you?
Listen, last time we faced off, I was in.
Oh, damn,
I was
6?
in. I was in a hibernation cycle,
Oh, okay.
so I was eating less. But now I am in gluttony cycle.
Okay.
Okay.
and I can pack it away, and I'm going to destroy Paul. I'm going to rape Paul. I'm going to obliterate Paul's very soul. That's how many more burgers. I mean, 6 is it's just going to be like near infinite.
6.
I'd be surprised if I don't double
I would
Paul's
guess that
total
Paul,
of burgers.
Of those McDonald's, I would guess Paul could probably do about 15 easy.
15.
15's what I order just to fucking get me through till lunch.
Yeah, that's like a snack. That's a snack.
I mean, those things are fucking thin, dude. They're like this thin, dude.
They're nothing. They're nothing.
TJ,
What?
your mouth, once again, is going to be your undoing. All of this pep talk that you're giving yourself, all of this bullshit. But when the cards are down, TJ, as they clearly were the last time you and I faced off in a burger eating contest, for some reason, oh no, I gotta go, oh no, I can't do no more. I guess Paul wins. Paul wins. Where was all that fucking bravado back then?
Well, you know
You could have
what?
pushed
I
through.
fucking fought, TJ. I did fucking like 5.5, 6.
That was Rocky.
And I fucking
This
fought.
is Rocky 2.
And you just tapped out, TJ.
You're gonna get fucking. You're leaving it on your ass.
No, fuck
motherfucker.
you, dude. Because you know what, TJ? You could have fought then. If I thought you gave it your all and Paul beat you, that'd
But
be
you know
one
what,
thing.
Paul? I am concerned about you. Because I guess my first hurdle is I gotta beat Scotty. Like, as if that's even a fucking challenge.
I mean, it really is.
I mean, at least it'll demonstrate to me that you're a fucking competitor, TJ.
Yeah.
And that you're not just wasting the king's time.
All right. Well, no problem. We'll fucking arrange the details
So
later.
the tier is TJ versus Scotty, and then the winner of that versus me.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
You just want to soften me up, but that's fine. All you're gonna do is
Soften you up?
all you're gonna do is expand my burger eating powers.
Okay.
So you ain't nothing but a bitch, Paul.
Man,
but anyway,
this cheerlead that you're giving yourself,
let's
TJ.
go ahead, Paul.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah, TJ.
Let's go ahead and look at a real man.
Rah,
Paul.
rah, rah, sis, boom, bah. Oh, my God, Orson. One of my favorite fatties of all time.
he has to be.
I hope that you're not planning to besmirch the name of Orson Welles.
Well, actually, this,
I was just about to say.
this
well, I
episode
don't know
actually
what
starts
Scotty's
with
gonna
a
say,
quote.
but- okay.
And this episode is titled Gluttony, of course. So we have a quote from the great Orson Welles. Gluttony is not a secret vice.
yeah.
And
it's
as
true.
that man showed, it is most certainly not. As he holds cigar.
I just want to say
I just
one
love
thing.
this picture,
I want to
dude.
say one thing about Orson Welles.
I looked at a lot of pictures of Orson Welles, dude, and this one was just like, how can I show what a fat ass he was? And I saw this one, I'm like, I think this one does it nicely.
Let me tell you something about Orson Welles here.
Sure, go ahead.
Orson Welles is the most resplendent looking fat fuck
Yes.
I've ever seen in my
Well,
life.
he was one of the richest fat fucks of all time. So he, despite the fact that he's roly-poly, he's wearing a dashing, oversized coat with a big, nice scarf.
He
Yeah.
dresses the part, man.
He
I
knew
mean,
how
he
to
looks great.
accessorize his fat in a fucking...
Yeah. I would love to look like this.
yes. This is awesome.
So, as you guys may know, gluttony is one of the 7 deadly sins. And this video will be the first in our series where we take a look at the 7 deadly sins. And
Cool.
I figured where better to start than gluttony? Something all of us have experienced.
Also,
with.
where the movie 7 starts.
That is a good point.
Yeah.
So, his adaptation of H.G.
Hopefully this
Wells.
episode
Shut
will-
up, TJ.
Okay.
His adaptation of H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds terrified the country. Director of Citizen Kane, one of the most highly rated movies in cinematic history. But Orson Welles was also a glutton.
Nuh-uh.
Oh, no.
Health issues dominated his life.
No.
Many of them brought on by his growing obesity. The filmmaker topped 400 pounds at one point.
Damn.
Here's a fat picture of Orson Welles.
Yeah, he looks like he's about 400 pounds
So I
there.
pulled a video of Orson Welles just so we get an idea of this resplendent man.
Was it him doing the wine commercial?
I don't know what the stupid fact in the
Fact
head.
in the head.
Don't you take one?
Yes.
Oh, it is.
Morrison
With over
Wine, I
that,
believe.
action, please.
Or Orson. No, not Orson. What's the fuck's it called? Whatever. He's drunk as shit.
do anything? No, sorry, cut. Yeah, rolling. 102, take 2. Ah, the French champagne.
I love this dude.
He's drunk
and
as
he's
a
getting,
skunk.
and he's getting paid the big bucks to do it too.
I love
keep
him.
it playing, TJ.
I'm also fucking... Oh, shit.
That's all right. Go here.
We're probably going to get sued
Do
by
anything?
Fact in the Head.
No, sorry, cut. Yeah, rolling. 102, take 2. Ah, the French champagne has always been celebrated for its excellence.
There's a California champagne by Paul Masson, inspired by that same French excellence. It's fermented in the bottle, and like the best French champagne, it's vintage dated. So
Cut.
Paul Masson.
102, take 3. Action, please.
The
Fucking love
It
Orson
sounds like a
Welles.
fucking beast of burden.
Dude, I love fucking. I love Orson Welles, dude. I
God.
fucking love Orson Welles. I love early in his life, still give a fuck Orson Welles. I love late in his life.
Oh, he
don't
had a
give
great
fuck
arc.
Oh,
Orson
from the
Welles.
depths of your ignorance, TJ, you buffoon, you fool, you simpleton.
He had a great life arc, dude.
Dude, he fucking did.
I think
Say
his
what you
last role was like voicing something in a Transformers movie.
was.
Like it was a.
I mean,
Omnicron or some shit.
dude, it's such a shame because the dearth of roles that Orson Welles could have with his fucking voice today is just astounding. He was such an amazing voice actor.
Yeah, but like most of the time, if you got him, he'd be like, so.
Well, this is he's fucking depressed, dude. He's fucking like
Um,
he had big fucking hopes, big fucking dreams, big aspirations, but his career didn't really. I mean, like he peaked early. He's really a classic example of peaking early. Citizen Kane was made when he was like 26 years old.
And this is probably on the people that filmed this fucking thing. They probably let him sit around and drink this fucking champagne all day
I mean,
before
like,
they shot.
why don't they just change the commercial to where he's drunk? Like, why don't they just fucking have him
Because
in a
that-
chair, and
That's not what Paul Manode fucking Vineyards was going for. They wanted to be the upper crusty fucking rich person wine.
yeah, well, put him in a suit and make him drunk. Well, I think that's what people drink wine for. They want to be drunk.
They don't want to look.
They should have let
sloppy
Orson
drunk.
fucking Welles direct this goddamn commercial. Then it would have been a realistic look at these fucking fucks.
kinda
drinking this
did.
wine.
We need more honest alcohol commercials. Is all I'm saying.
Hey, look, I'm drunk. Is this a good decision? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. It's like,
Yeah, they
come
shoulda-
on.
Probably should have just let him ad lib something.
Oh, the French champagne.
PaulZego, man, the
If you want to
business of
be a
Napa
drunk,
Valley.
fat fuck like me. All right.
champagne has always been celebrated for its excellence. There is a California champagne by Paul Masson,
A maçon.
inspired by that same French excellence. It's fermented in the bottle, and like the best French champagne, it's vintage dated. So
Cut.
Paul Masson.
Cut.
Poor Orson, dude.
Wow.
Why don't they just let Orson be Orson? God damn it.
So, TJ, we have to look at the view of gluttony we have. Obviously we have a colloquial view of gluttony, which is just the average American stuffing their face endlessly.
Yeah.
As you
Oh,
guys,
yeah.
as you guys are doing now.
Exactly.
What about the good old Christian view of gluttony, TJ?
Yeah, what about it?
So
So this
the
is
book-
like explaining the sin of gluttony.
yes, TJ, the sin of gluttony.
Didn't
Terrible.
we? I think
terrible.
this is the dude who was like talking about the baby falling off the table, and it's
Oh,
like
but before-
God decides.
Before you, oh, wait,
Okay.
not yet, TJ, not yet.
All right.
You're
all right,
jumping
all right.
you're always jumping the gun, TJ.
Well, this is the next
You're a
thing you
two
got.
pump. You're a 2-pump chump, TJ.
This
You're
is
a
the
two-
next thing you put on the
You're
damn
a
list.
2-pump chump, buddy.
Well, what did you want me to put up other than this?
I have something to inform the audience about, TJ. This is fine.
You should have picked a picture for it then.
You should have picked a picture. You should have picked a
picture.
pickled pepper, Scotty.
All right, whatever.
You're
Talk-
jumping the gun, motherfucker.
Whatever.
Well, stop jumping the gun.
I didn't. You fucking.
The Book of Proverbs
Arr.
even tells us to, TJ, and this is about gluttony.
Okay.
Put a knife to your throat if you are given to gluttony.
I don't want to.
23-2.
I'd rather put a sandwich to my mouth. Thank you.
Yeah.
So part of the problem is that gluttony is frequently mistaken for obesity. Hey, in my case, I mean, it is accurate, though. Not all who are fat are gluttons, just as not all our gluttons are fat. Gluttony, a term derived from the Latin word meaning to gulp down, is usually used in reference to overconsumption of food or drink, which, most people think of a glutton, we're thinking about people that are fucking stuffing their faces.
Ah, the French champagne.
Overindulging in drink, too. But from a Christian perspective, it applies more broadly. Thomas Aquinas, who Christians
He
love to quote,
sucks.
said that gluttony denotes not only the desire of eating and drinking, but an inordinate desire leaving the order of reason, wherein the good of moral virtue consists.
Boo.
So this is two of the mistakes that accomplish that accompany most discussions on gluttony. The first is it only pertains to those with a less than shapy waistline. The second is that it involves food. It can apply to toys, TJ, television, entertainment, sex, relationships. It is an excess.
Damn.
Anything. Anything.
TJ's like an 8X glutton.
So this is like this is kind of a repeat of our excess episode, basically.
Maybe.
No,
Same fucking episode.
because we're going to talk about the sin of gluttony.
You tricked us, Scotty. You tricked us.
No, it's not about excess in the sin.
Scotty's just trying to get us to lose weight.
I ain't trying to. Why would this do that?
Like, let's do a show on excess. Let's do a show on gluttony.
We're going to cover all the 7 deadly sins.
Yeah, well, how do you know this show ain't pro gluttony?
I mean, we just ate a bunch of Spam on a recent show. I'm pretty sure it's pro gluttony.
Yeah.
That was horrid, by the way.
So can I play it now? Is it time?
Yes, TJ, it's now time.
Awesome. Thanks.
Oh, man.
You're welcome, TJ.
So holy.
Hi, my name's Father Mike Schmidt,
See, it's this guy.
Hey!
and this is Ascension Presents. One of the things I think that keeps a lot of people
I am
from God
soulless.
is to think
I am soulless.
that God has
no
prohibited
soul here. No soul here.
Hey, I'm trying to listen to the fucking
I'm sorry.
preacher man.
I'm sorry, dude.
Preaches preaching.
joy, right? He has all of these no's, these big things he says no to. And so it seems like, at first glance, well, I don't know if I want to follow God.
Dude, I hate this guy so much. Why do I hate this guy so much?
Because he's a reprehensible piece of shit.
Oh, okay.
I hate
Because-
anybody that I see wearing that stupid collar immediately.
I mean, like, I don't know, there's been, like, priests in, like, movies and shit that I thought were kind of cool.
And movies.
Yeah.
Well, that because you know they're not really this type of person.
Right.
They're an actor portraying it.
But even, usually they're not playing this kind of priest.
Yeah,
They're
when I
usually-
see a dude out in the real world wearing this, I'm immediately like,
Walk
give this
away.
dude a wide berth.
Oh, yeah, dude, totally. Like, I was shopping one time, and I was like, there's some priest was in there, and I was like, Taylor, let's steer away from them.
Fuck no. I don't want to be around them.
It seems like everything that I want to do, everything that brings me joy, he says no to. But
Yeah, sounds
here's the
about right.
interesting thing.
How much of this guy's audience do you think is like horny fucking married Christian women that love to like schlick to watching his videos
dude,
and imagine
tons.
him fucking taking them back into their rectory and shit and looking into their fucking eyes with them deep crystal blue eyes and shit.
Father, for I've sinned.
How many of these 107,818 views so far do you think constitute bored, horny fucking housewives?
I watched this video and immediately deleted my
Wow,
Snapchat.
powerful.
Fasting helped me with my addiction with food. Oh, God. I definitely guilty of gluttony when it comes to your videos. FR, Father Mike,
Fryer.
Fryer, or something. They're like Doritos. You can't
Oh,
watch
shit.
just
Look
one.
at that.
Oh.
Sharon
Sharon
Stegman.
Stegman, dude.
Oh, shit.
Here's Mary Margaret Cole. Dang, Father, you have a way of explaining things that makes me super uncomfortable in the best way.
Oh, my God, dude.
Like
I was
the
right.
conscience
Tiffany
spoken
So.
way.
Dude,
I was
Tiffany
right.
So.
I need to think
Father.
about this more.
How did you know I needed this message today?
David Verrett Mboob. This
Okay.
man is deep. He taught me that gluttony isn't just out of control eating.
Wow.
Father,
Good job.
this is Tiffany.
Oh, God,
Father,
look at Tiffany, dude.
Yeah.
Thought Patrol.
how did you know that I needed this message
Oh, I need
today?
this
Oh, my
message
God.
Literally
deep inside
Googling
me.
gluttony and temperance and didn't find anything clear or that was relevant to our current culture. Thank you and God bless. I'll pray for you today.
Oh, I'm sure
I
she
pray
is.
for your poor fucking husband. That's what I pray for. Your poor husband who's going to soon find out that you are in love with a fucking priest.
Schlickety, 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 schlickety. Oh, yeah.
Keep going, Tito.
Women are stimulating their clitoris.
Well, we
to
have
this.
to. We have
More
to
closely
find out
we
more
look
about
at
gluttony.
this, we realize that God has not prohibited joy. God wants us to enjoy good things in good ways. He wants us to enjoy the right things in the right way. Our problem is this. Our problem is we actually need these rules, these laws that God gives us because we don't know how to enjoy ourselves.
Yeah, we
how
don't. You're so right.
Yeah,
You're
that's so
right.
true, dude.
What?
We need a
Yeah.
benevolent dictator to tell us how to enjoy the good things in life,
'Cause,
guys.
you know, look, I mean, you might see these guys going around drinking whiskey and snorting fucking drugs off of hookers' tits and stuff.
No.
Those guys, they might look like they're enjoying themselves.
They're
there might be
not.
the outward signs they're enjoying themselves, but in reality, they're miserable.
Are they going to enjoy their lives
miserable.
and the nebulous hell they may go to?
No.
I don't know. Maybe not.
Probably not.
How many times have you been in the kind of situation where you found something you liked? I like nacho cheese Doritos. The first couple,
Sure
you're
you
like,
do.
oh my gosh, this is insane. This is so good. And then all of a sudden you get to the bottom of a family
You know,
size
else like
bag. and you
nacho
think,
cheese Doritos
what-
a lot? Saddam Hussein.
Yeah.
Just want to point that out to you Friar Mike.
Is he blind?
I don't know, but his eyes are spooky white, huh?
Yeah. He's got that like
Is he a White Walker,
zombie
dude?
film over his eyes that they put.
Happened
Yeah, dude. What the fuck?
Ugh.
with the rest of these Doritos. And why am I not enjoying them? Here's what happens. When we don't have...
I've never had that experience. I pretty much, when I stop enjoying the Doritos, I just put them away.
No.
But chances are, if I get to the bag of the bottom of a bag of Doritos, I'm not filled with this sort of like, why don't I enjoy this anymore? I'm just like, God damn, wish I had more Doritos.
Yeah, I should have bought that like party-sized bag.
Dude, if you fucking...
That's my regret.
What's fucking dangerous, dude, Pringles, man. Once you pop, the fun don't stop. You start eating those things, man. Before you know it, the tube is fucking empty, man.
Yeah, and it sucks.
You don't even get that many.
Pringles are harder to eat as they get towards the bottom too, because you got to kind of like slide them towards you, and then they flip over. And it's
Dude,
like,
and Pringles
fuck.
are a total scam because a family-sized bag of Doritos, you're getting a lot of fucking chips. A fucking thing of Pringles, you're not getting that many chips when you look at it.
Yeah, but you
Yeah,
know
it
what?
really isn't.
You know what though, with Pringles, I mean, you got to realize too, there's not a lot of empty space in the Pringles container, whereas chip
Bullshit.
bags tend to have a lot
Most
of
shit
empty
is
space.
empty space, TJ. Most shit is empty
Well,
space.
but you know what I'm saying.
including your head.
Dude, they need to come out with like Pringles Magnum, and it's like a wizard staff in length of Pringles. You know what I mean?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Just like a fucking 5-foot long tube of Pringles.
Fuck yes, dude. This will make America great again.
Pringles Magnum.
They need a Pringles thing that you can like push the bottom up like a Flintstones fucking push pop. You know what I'm saying?
Patent
Yeah.
pending, dude.
So that it can go up as you go.
You're
know what?
welcome, Pringles.
Do an elevator built into your every box of Pringles, dude.
Yeah,
Just a
so
container.
that, you know, like, you can get the chips near the top so you don't got to fucking try to, like,
Oh,
slide
you know what really
them
sucks
down the
is when
fucking
they start breaking
thing.
up, dude, on the bottom, and then you're trying to like dump it out into your mouth and shit.
Yeah.
It don't really work.
And then you got to drink the fucking
Dude, all you would have to
crumbs at the
do-
end and stuff.
All you would have to do is just put a really like low tension, like very rubbery spring at the bottom of them that would slowly lift up as you removed chips. You
They're
know what I
pretty
mean?
delicate, though, the Pringles. I don't know. They might not be able
That'd
to
be
take
like
the strain.
weight-based. I
It'd
don't
have
know.
to be very... Yeah, I don't know.
Let's
But
keep
anyway,
going.
something needs to be done.
Let's keep going, TJ. We're
the
going to learn more
ability.
about gluttony.
We don't have the ability to say no. We don't have the ability to enjoy the right things.
I actually do. I want to say no to watching any more of you, but
No,
I guess I
you
can't.
gotta learn about
in
the
the
sin of
right way.
gluttony.
We don't actually have the ability to enjoy stuff. We end up having two things. One is we don't enjoy life,
Yep.
and we become slaves to something. This is actually the
Gluttony with
rarely
cigarettes,
confessed
TJ.
sin of gluttony.
Did you
Of
enjoy
intemperance.
smoking all those cigarettes?
I did.
Every last one of them.
Yeah, but did you truly enjoy it? You never wanted to stop, TJ?
Yeah, I definitely wanted to stop sometimes. I was addicted, so...
I mean, yeah, TJ, look, it's gluttony, the excess of cigarettes, dude.
I
You
guess so.
You couldn't stop yourself. And that's why you need God's rules.
I just needed Chantix.
That's why you need God's rules, TJ.
I didn't need God's rules, so I just
But
needed
you actually
Chantix.
did, TJ.
Oh, okay.
Should have listened to Father Mike, dude.
Yeah.
Right? Gluttony
What if
is-
Father
I don't know
Mike
how-
started taking off his fucking shit right now, TJ? Started stripping down.
the same.
Would his message be more impactful at that
Then
point?
I'd start schlicking, Paul.
Oh, shit.
TJ, this video is for you. I know you're
to say no.
watching me.
Intemperance is I'm not able to say no to the right thing at the wrong time or the wrong thing at any time. I can't say no to myself.
Teach
Gluttony
me,
doesn't
Father
necessarily
Mike.
come down to just
I can't
quantity.
say no to myself
It's at
right
least four
now
things.
either.
It's quantity, quality, when, and
Then say yes.
Say-
Oh, God, those 3 fingers. Oh, my God. Father Mike, it won't fit.
Oh, it'll fit.
why.
we'll make it fit.
Yeah, absolutely. I can eat a ton of stuff. That's my Dorito thing, where it's like, you know what, too many. Actually, gluttony or intemperance can also be, you know, I found a TV show on Netflix. It's super good. And so instead of watching 1 or 2 episodes, it was, actually, it's 3 a.m. now, and I need to go to bed because I can't stop watching this. That's intemperance.
3 a.m. Pff, I'll be watching shit. You know when I know it's time to
I
go to
start
bed?
watching shit
Yeah.
at 3 a.m.
I like when the daylight starts to happen outside, then I'm like, I might
shit.
want to consider
That's
going to bed, I
intemperance, though,
guess.
TJ. Don't you understand what you're doing?
Intemperance.
Dude, I love binging a fucking entire season
You're
of
being
a fucking
intemperate,
TV show.
TJ.
I don't care. I like it.
You're being sinful, TJ. This is not going to be good for your life. Look, God had made these
I don't
rules
want
to
it to be
help
good
you.
for my life.
God made these rules to help you.
You should spend your time binging reading the Bible, TJ.
I've taken it in such a way that my ability to enjoy something.
Netflix should just adapt the Bible into a Netflix show.
I think the History Channel already beat them, dude.
No. I'm talking they should like adapt the whole fucking thing.
All the crazy
Whoa,
shit.
Yeah,
dude,
like
that
warts and all. Like the whole Bible.
Man, that scene with Lot and his daughter is going to be real difficult to pull off, man.
Dude, there's a lot of scenes. What about the one where fucking Paul goes to heaven and sees the goddamn trumpets and the beasts with the different assholes?
That's true. How the fuck are they gonna? Yeah, all the eyeballs.
A million thrones with eyeballs on them.
I mean, it's all gonna be CG. Obviously, you can't really build that.
No, I want it all practical.
Oh, okay.
All
It's
practical.
now lessened. The thing itself is probably still good. It's probably still a good TV show. But my ability to enjoy
real question
it
is how they do the
I've given it away.
genealogies.
Because why? Because of gluttony, because of intemperance. So quantity. The second one is quality. Now, this is one of the things that C.S. Lewis points out in his book, The Screwtape Letters, where he has the patient, the person who's being tempted by the devil, by the demon, and the patient's mother. And he says the patient's mother would never consider herself to be a gluttonous person because she doesn't eat a lot of food, but she always needs to have food prepared for her in just the right way. And that's the big thing, is quality. Now, you could have this happens a lot of times when it comes to kids, right?
Yeah, man, I can't believe that fucking person wants their food prepared the way they want. What a piece of shit, huh?
Fish and bread, TJ. That's all you need.
I don't know,
The
dude.
fishes and the breads.
I'm finding it harder and harder to
Yeah.
follow this guy's line of thinking.
Let's move on from this dullard, dude. He's pretty
Let's
fucking.
move
Fuck
on
you,
from
Mike.
this dull piece of shit. He's a fucking garbage. Fuck he is. All right.
You guys will be relieved to know the gluttony business is booming in America.
Awesome. So Father Mike, or whatever the fuck his stupid name is, didn't have no fucking impact.
Yeah, no impact, dude. U.S. obesity rates have hit an all-time high. This is from October 16, 2017, so it might be a little bit old.
I hope it's higher now than it was then.
I'm sure it is.
According to troubling new findings from the CDC, nearly 4 in 10 U.S. adults have a body mass index classifying them as obese. Let's give America a round of applause there.
Oh, man.
Good job, America! Woo, we fat! Oh, we fat! We fat! And not FHT, dude. Or PhD, excuse me.
PHAT.
Whatever,
PhD.
whatever.
That's
Whatever. Adult obesity
Scotty
rates.
can't even fucking spell, yo.
I can, apparently.
You can't even fucking spell,
I
mate.
just admitted I couldn't spell. What do you want? What, you want to shame me? You want to spelling shame me now?
Yeah, let's have a spelling contest,
All
Scotty.
right, let's have one. All right, go ahead. Give me a word.
Musculature.
Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Okay. Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Or musculature.
A
Whichever one you want.
N T.
Wrong. It's all wrong. You're a fool.
Dude.
It starts with a silent K. You
Fucking
fucking idiot.
Fucking idiot.
God fucking damn it, dude.
Dude, silent K's at the beginnings of words. I know we're getting off track a little bit, but it's so I hate those. They're so stupid. Anyway.
So, adult obesity rates have continued to increase steadily since the turn of the century, rising from 30.5% in 1999 to 2000 to 39.6% in 2015 and 2016, a record high. So it could be even higher now. Young Americans have also been piling on the pounds, and the obesity rate amongst the country's youth, aged 2 to 19 years old, currently stands at 18.5%.
That's pretty
So
bad.
those little fatties ain't far behind.
Oh, they're and like what's the efficacy of all this like preachiness about health and healthy eating and shit?
Oh, look at this sexy beast right here, dude.
Dude. See,
America,
man?
this is not even your future. This is your now.
Yeah. It's us, dude. Look at it.
That guy's actually kind of
It's mesmerizing, dude.
compared to us, dude. This guy's actually, I mean, look, he's
It's
dancing.
like watching the waves roll into a beach or something. It's just like there's a calm,
Yeah, and he's got that cross there, so I
Yeah,
guess
dude.
religion didn't help him with his
No.
gluttony.
Well, all men are tempted, TJ.
Didn't help with his choice in room color either. I mean, yellow is that's a pretty brave choice for your room.
Yeah, it looks like egg yolk is all over everything in your room.
Oh, maybe the room is just white, but just all the food he's been eating, is fucking.
Got
Just
this
the
chart. Fatter than ever, huh? Cool.
So just over 70% of all Americans are either overweight or obese.
Cool.
Neat.
And by the way, let's just break down even further. So what about preschoolers? 2 to 5 years old. Go up a little bit, TJ. 1 in 5 children aged 6 through 11, and 1 in 5 adolescents 12 to 19 is considered obese.
Cool.
So 1 in 10 preschoolers obese. 1 in 5 children aged 6 to 11 obese. And dude, as they get older, they just get fatter and fatter, dude.
They need to just start working on a way to get around this. We need to invent like a new heart, so that when a fatty's heart gives out, it's just part of the
we've
thing.
literally had almost had a 10% increase from the year 2000.
Yeah.
So
Just
15
at 30,
years.
they grow you a new heart and put it in, or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? To get around this obesity problem. Why not? It's the
We're
problem.
getting fatter and fatter, Paul. How does that make you feel? Knowing that, like, one
fine with
day,
it.
day, people will look at you and, like, you won't even be, like, fat anymore. You won't even be considered fat. You'll just be like a normie at that point.
I'm already in that boat.
Who's that
when it
fucking
comes
twig?
to, like, a lot of what I see.
I'll see Paul, I'm like...
Yeah, I'm a twig, man. I'm in good shape right now.
That's a weird thing to think about is that in the near future that, like, I mean, like, it says over 70% of all Americans are either overweight or obese. So, I mean, like, yeah, I mean, really, the fatties have already won. It's already been decided. It's just, like, how quickly until we're about 70% obese. I mean, are we ever going to hit a point where it's, like, maybe only, like, a small minority of people are actually in shape? It's probably going to hit that point.
I mean, it says right here that's already the case. Just over 70% of all Americans are either overweight or obese.
I'm talking, like, 1 to 5% of the population. And the
I mean,
rest
it's-
just being totally fucking fat slobs.
Yeah, I mean, it's right now, people that are actually in good shape are a minority in America.
It says people with normal weight levels are now a minority. Well, then they're not really normal weight levels anymore, are
Right.
they?
Exactly.
Not. Is this the new... Fat is the new normal, dude. You
Yeah,
have to be
give
fucking-
in. Eat the processed shit. Have another patty on that burger, you motherfuckers.
Why not? You're
Yum,
just joining
yum,
the rest
yum.
of us.
Why are you so skinny? You're abnormally fucking thin. Time to chunk up.
I keep telling people the fatties are going to take over, and no one believes
We've
me.
already done
They've
it.
already won, dude. It's
Look,
not
our
win.
president is huge.
That's true. He's
a
huge.
He's a
Look,
gigantic
I'm
obese
a fucking,
man.
I'm
Can
a
we-
fucking blimp.
We won.
Can we take a moment to just appreciate how fucking fat our president is?
He is fat as
yeah,
fuck.
Paul's especially a fat Donald, dude. And, like, I know we covered it so many times, but it just never gets old, dude.
I mean, he has these like specially tailored suits and shit that hide it. Like, have you ever noticed he wears these oversized, like, just find one of them in a suit. It looks like it swallows him because he wants all his bulginess hid.
well, you have to. When you're fat, you know, you gotta fucking be creative.
And Trump is a special kind of fat. He's not kind of like all over fat. He's like one of those.
Dude, I'm pretty sure Trump
Birth
has,
and hips
I'm
fat
pretty sure
guys.
Trump has. He first of all he has a blubbergumptious ass.
Yeah, he do.
He's got like a Kim Kardashian level fucking ass, but I'm pretty sure he has a segmento too, because I kind of can see it.
Oh, you think he's got
Whoa.
like an extra roll in there?
Yeah, I think he's got the fucking third roll, and that's why this shit's always kind of loose on him.
Okay, that ass looks like he had an implant put into it.
I know, right?
And I mean, that's fucking insane. Is that photoshopped?
got a
at all?
shelf,
It's
Dude.
not. No,
This is an actual picture of his ass.
that's Trump's
Donald
ass,
Trump
dude.
has a shelf for where his ass should
See,
be.
that is abnormal in a dude. He's a pog, dude. He's a no. What would it be called? A pod.
Yeah,
He's a fat ass white dude. Holy shit!
I think he wears a fucking girdle. Or
You could
something,
rest
too.
a drink on that fucking ass, and
what
he
I'm
could
telling
walk
you.
around and it wouldn't spill.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, what? 1 second.
It's a
All right.
shelf.
He just turns around.
More
puts his fucking-
cushion for the pushing.
If you put a hot black chick on that ass, I'd fuck it.
All right, let's see if I can get more pics of Trump's ass.
Yeah, we gotta find. Like, I gotta get to the bottom of this.
Trump ass.
Yeah, here's this another one that people like, and here you go.
Holy shit! And he's wearing panties too. He wears tidy whities.
He does. You see the line?
Yeah, you can see his panty line.
Isn't it cute?
It's so disturbing, dude.
Holy shit! What the fuck?
You want to see his ass in a suit with his hair being blown upwards? He looks like
Of course we do.
This is the this picture, dude. This picture. Hold on.
Oh my god! Got them apple bottom jeans.
Boots with the fur.
Holy shit! God damn! Back that thing up on me, Mr. Trump. One time, I didn't know.
You talked all your shit about Trump, Paul, but you know what?
I didn't know he was
I mean-
packing that much ass. Jesus Christ!
You get lost in that
Just
shit,
want
huh?
to motorboat that big fat ass. God damn, Mr. President. Your head's a fucking mess, though. Jesus Christ, you look like a burn victim up there. But that ass, though.
Just brown bag.
You know what, dude? We should let Trump's ass be president. It's the only thing on him that's not repulsive, and it's kind of appealing. He should just start letting his ass give press conferences and shit. And hide this fucking head. His head is the source of his fucking problems, dude. That ass could rule the nation.
Oh, dude, you know, also, man, Trump can fucking rip one, dude. If he's got a butt that big,
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
it's go.
Dude, you know when those butt cheeks clap together, it breaks the sound
Oh,
barrier.
dude, it's a fucking.
Holy shit.
It's like a noise echoing through a fucking cannon, dude.
It's the kind of thing that wakes up neighbors that are like 3 blocks away and shit. Like, what the fuck happened?
Oh, don't panic. The president just farted again.
Did Gabriel just blow his fucking horn announcing the apocalypse? Oh, wait, it was just Trump farting. Those big fat orbs of ass meat just slapping together. Holy fuck, man. I did not know.
Dude, he's a fucking ass.
Where's he been hiding all this ass?
The media doesn't want you to know the truth about him, Paul.
What's he gonna do with all that junk? God damn.
I mean, now you know why Melania got with him, dude. It
Well-
wasn't his fucking money. It was that ass, dude.
For show. Well, at least he's got a career. You know, if he does get impeached or whatever and thrown in jail for a while, when he comes out, he's got a
In
career.
his first 2 weeks of
He could fucking, could go work at the pole joint
So we've
down the
already
road.
discussed previously. I mean, look, gluttony comes in many forms. So how about your new life?
Someone
online?
actually took the president's ass and put it on Kim Kardashian's butt there
What?
Oh my! See,
to prove
Whoa.
that he has the Kardashian butt.
He does, dude.
that's fucking insane.
Took this very same butt and just slapped it on this iconic picture.
Oh my god!
And as you can
Dude, that
see,
proves,
you know,
if you
I don't even know what to
Photoshop Trump's ass on a Kim Kardashian, millions of fucking men in America and around the world would be jerking off to Trump's ass, dude.
Wow!
Wow,
should
you're
do
all
it.
secretly faggots.
Wow!
So, TJ, how about your new life online? I mean, well, not really for you. I mean, you've always been online. You've always been a basement-dwelling, neckbeard edgelord,
Right.
hates the world, mad at everyone. Americans devote more than 10 hours
That's
a day
true.
to screen time and growing.
You know what, dude? I'm as guilty as anybody else.
I mean,
though.
almost everyone here is guilty of that.
Yeah.
And we're always
Not
surrounded
me.
by screens.
This is like I don't know. I've harped on this type of thing before, but this is one of those things I think in like
You, Paul?
15, 20 years is going to be like a huge deal. People are going to really start realizing the detrimental effects of like giving over 80% of your life
does
to
a
a fucking
TV screen count as a screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, never
Any
mind then.
screen.
Never mind. Then I'm horrible.
Computer screen, phone screen.
The average American spends nearly
iPad.
half a day staring at a screen. I think it's more for me.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
You should track it.
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, we should all track it.
Okay.
Like maybe for like a week or whatever, and then
Well, how would I
report our
even do
findings.
that?
Well, there's apps on your
All
phone.
you'd have to do is start your phone like when you get up in the morning and start like a little stopwatch app that you just hit every time you're on a fucking screen.
Well, Apple will track your screen time. I don't know about Android.
Well,
there's
but-
probably
Yeah,
an
it
app.
does.
I'm sure there's an app.
But
that
the
does.
thing for me is this. I mean, like I live in front of that TV when no one else is around. So
You just got to start a timer.
Yeah.
You just got to start a timer on
It's
your
not
phone.
even going to necessarily be the phone screen that's going to fucking kill me. It's going to be like the fact that like in my downtime, my fucking hobby and whatever is
Watching
I'm going
TV.
to watch TV now.
Right.
I'm going to go watch a show. I'm going to go watch like 3 movies.
Well, I
in
doubt
a
you're
row.
watching. You're probably not watching cable. You're probably watching on-demand services.
Well, yeah, but I
and
mean,
stuff.
it's basically
YouTube.
Actually, a lot of it isn't even watching stuff. It's just scrolling through shit that I'm thinking about watching.
Oh, I know, dude.
Another worrying trend in the world, isn't it? Like it's the glut of choice.
Yeah, too many choices.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna kind of miss Game of Thrones because I felt obligated to watch it, at least in this last season. Like I didn't really want to, but I felt obligated to. And now there's no show that I feel obligated to watch anymore. So we definitely need another cultural phenomenon show that everyone can galvanize around. But based on that shit they were showing on HBO to try to get people to, I don't even know, man.
It all just looks
They are
terrible.
fucked. I have never seen a more pathetic roster of shows in my life.
Yeah.
They are desperate.
They even got John Goodman
Hey,
in one of
wanna
them,
see
and
our
it's not enticing me.
Dude, the show that I saw a pitch. I don't remember the name. It just seemed like Perks of the movie or the book Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Yeah.
It just seemed like they made that into a series.
Yeah.
That's kind of the vibe I got from that one.
Isn't that his Dark Materials thing? Isn't that fucking Golden
Dark Materials.
Compass shit that
Yep.
that flopped
Terry
in
Pratchett.
theaters already?
Yep.
So that's no good.
You scroll down a little bit, TJ. Mm-hmm. So the overall results don't surprise me, says Steve Gorthmaker, a professor of health sociology at Harvard University, who was not involved in the report. The number of devices we have proliferate over the overall time spent with screens, and the number of devices increasing. He added, a lot of people have been thinking about how or whether this time is spent is a good use of their time, which becomes a deep issue. So basically just saying that we have more and more devices, so we have more and more ways of accessing the content, so we're basically watching more and more.
Right.
Awesome.
And there's other fucking implications to this. We're being more and more encouraged to socialize through the weird filter of the internet, and less encouraged to socialize with the people that are around us in a real way.
Oh, look, here's the thing. Driving while distracted, too. Is that like a special on this? I'm just going to see what the fuck that is.
Well, we've all, I'm driving with distracted. We've all seen these goddamn public service announcements from like sponsored by companies like AT&T and Sprint and stuff, where it's like, to have someone comes on the screen, it's like, I am now retarded. I looked out at a text message and now I'm retarded. It's like, don't text and drive, or you become a retard that everyone gawks at.
Yeah, these are clearly working, just like all the obesity scare commercials are working, and you know what I mean?
Dude,
All the
I'm gonna tell you
anti-drug
what.
commercials are working.
I'm glad I don't have fucking regular TV, because when I try to quit smoking, those anti-smoking commercials, all they do is make me want to smoke.
Yeah,
So they need to take those things off the fucking air,
They don't work.
because they're not only do they not work, they work in the opposite direction. It's like, quit reminding me that cigarettes exist constantly.
So TJ, why don't we find out why Americans binge watch TV shows?
Because they're awesome.
I mean, all of us have been guilty of this.
There's
for
a lot
sure.
of super addictive TV shows out there.
And you're
for
not
one.
alone. 58% of Americans binge watch television.
58?
58%.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we all know what binging is. It's basically you just watch a bunch of
People,
episodes.
it
of
looks
a
like
show.
most people prefer to binge watch, according to this little poll here.
Yeah, so if you actually go down a little bit, you'll see they have
What do
a
they?
chart here.
What constitutes a quote unquote binge watch? Does it ever tell us like
Let's see.
how much do I need to
act-
be doing it to constitute a binge?
The act of consuming multiple episodes or seasons of a show on demand has been deemed binge.
So if I
watching.
watch 2 in a row, I'm binge watching.
It's become such a popular.
I think
way,
it's more
blah,
like
blah,
to the
blah.
extent of like you watch the entire season in almost one sitting, maybe a few sittings.
All right.
but-
Well, I would say like I don't know. I mean, fuck. How would you define binge watching?
Like, yeah, that's a question that I've always had when people talk about binge
I think some of the
watching.
answers here kind
All
of
right. So
reveal
yeah,
it.
this will kind of like
So-
I think.
Okay.
If you can,
Why Americans prefer to binge watch TV shows. Here's the reasons given. 59% say I like to see the whole story at once.
so basically someone just watches the whole thing through.
48% say these are obviously not mutually exclusive. I don't like the suspense of waiting a week to find out what happens.
So they want to know what the next part of the story is.
31% says it fills my time.
I thought that was interesting.
I think that's the most honest
it
answer.
fills my time.
Yeah.
Hey,
I really think
fair
that
enough.
answer is super honest. I won't have to deal with spoilers.
True.
It's pretty sad if you're forcing yourself to watch a show
But dude,
like that.
there is a
just to avoid
subsection of the
spoilers.
population that if you spoil something, it could be 10 years old. People will lose their fucking
Yeah,
minds.
I just don't understand that type of shit, man. I'm always like, not to get off on a super rant about spoilers or whatever, and I try not to do it for like big movies.
Sure, man.
But I always have known that it is the impetus is on me if I don't want to be spoiled. If
Right.
there's a big fucking movie out, I know that everybody on the internet's going to be talking about what happens in said big fucking movie.
You know what I think is interesting though is that that Endgame movie.
Yeah.
Like people kind of
They respected it.
people were pretty respectful of not spoiling it. I
That's
mean,
true.
obviously there's always going to be some kind of jerk somewhere, but
Yeah,
like,
like the guy that goes to the Harry Potter book
Yeah,
fucking
but-
book release and is like, Dumbledore is dead. Dumbledore is dead.
people in general were super respectful of not breaking the spoiler thing on that.
I did not see
I
any
didn't really
spoilers
see
for
any
that.
spoilers.
Dude, Game of Thrones.
You're
That was fucking like, dude.
the second something happens, it's tweeted about
I-
1,000
yeah.
times. So,
I made the mistake of going online. I basically before I saw the episode knew the spoilers.
well, you're fucked up then. You're
Oh yeah,
fucked at
they
that point.
you know whatever. There's no that's always been
I mean, my thing is
the
like,
culture around that show is immediate discussion every time it airs.
well, that's what people want to do. People love it as a discussion piece, so that's why I don't really think you can even really say it failed in any way, because even when it got bad, people still love to fucking
It
talk
still had the
about
high
it.
rating, so it still worked.
But whatever, it's over now, and I guess we got to find something else in life. But whatever.
I don't know. I mean, what are we gonna find, dude?
I don't even know. I'm actually looking for a new show to binge, but I don't know now.
There's nothing to replace it, dude.
I binged Deadwood recently. That was the last one I binged, and
You've seen True Detective, right?
Yeah,
At
I
least
saw the first season.
Okay, yeah.
and I
That's
heard the
only
third
one.
season's actually pretty good too. But
Oh, I haven't
checked it
seen
out yet.
that.
We're just in a void right now. I mean, this always fucking happens. When
Obviously,
The Sopranos
season 2
ended,
was shit. So,
people didn't know what the fuck to do. I mean,
What about going back and binging like a classic series,
well, I
You
mean,
could
yeah,
do
a lot
that.
of times I
like
do that.
Cheers or something?
Cheers.
Cheers is really
something
good.
like something like Cheers. I usually can only make it like a season or two before I get bored.
Really?
Yeah, like a sitcom
I
where
love
with the. I need something that has a serialized format, because if there's like kind of this like reset sort of thing, like I'll get pretty bored with it eventually. Not really, won't even take that long. But yeah, I mean, like I've seen Cheers. It's a good show.
Cheers is great.
It's just not a binge.
I mean, look,
show.
you guys have more choices than ever, so
For
you should
me.
be able to find something. Find
Yeah.
something, TJ.
What would you recommend, Scotty? You tell me what show to watch.
What show should you watch?
Yeah.
Oh shit, dude. I'm not a big honestly. Like I'm more into movies. I'm trying to think of any fucking series that I think you would actually like that I've seen that you haven't.
Movies are for queers, Scotty. This is the age of the TV show.
Hey, you already finished.
I've
Deadwood,
heard
right?
good things
Yeah.
about and I know it's on Netflix. Ash versus Evil Dead. I've seen like a couple episodes of that.
And I did
show.
watch the first episode a while back and thought it was good, and for some reason I never picked it up after that. But maybe I will now that I know that it.
Have you
ran
guys
3
seen
seasons.
at the same time? Have you guys seen the new Black Mirror shit?
No, I know Miley
I kind of
Cyrus
stopped
is in it.
watching Black Mirror around the second season or so.
The new season does not look promising, but we're getting off fucking topic.
Not really. It's about TV.
Wait,
Yeah,
binging.
we're talking about binging TV.
All right, so we'll move on to the next thing. This is understanding the epidemic. This is drugs.
Another kind of gluttony, TJ.
The drug
Drug gluttony.
Opioid overdose, TJ.
opioid overdoses. Yeah.
So understanding the epidemic. So I mean, let's go to the fucking facts. I mean, it's not that bad, is it? So from 1999 to 2017, more than 700,000 people have died from a drug overdose.
Okay.
Let's think about that for a second. So in the last 18 years, 700,000 people have died from a drug overdose. To put in perspective, like the wars in Iraq and other places that
Right.
they don't. I mean, like let's talk about civilian casualties. I mean,
This is just in the United States, right?
yes, this is just the United States.
So that's like the population.
We also use
of,
about 80% of the world's opiates too, so or opioids, excuse me. Around 68% of the more than 70,200 drug overdose deaths in 2017 involved in opioids. So about 68% of these ODs are involving opioids. In 2017, the number of overdose deaths involving opioids, including prescription opioids and illegal ones like heroin.
Yeah, just really quickly, that statistic there, the 1999 to 2017, more than 700,000 people have died of drug overdose. That's basically equivalent to the population of the District of Columbia. It's more than the population of Vermont. It's more than the population of Wyoming. More than the population of Guam, the Virgin Islands, American Samoa, Northern Mariana Islands. So there's a lot. There's quite a few states and territories that don't have populations higher than that. So
yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
So basically, this one I was reading in 2017, just about it's 6 times more likely that people are going to overdose on opioids than it was in 1999. On average, 130 Americans die every day from an opioid overdose. If you look at this graph here, it just shows you the rise of.
So this
these
first
deaths.
line is wave 1, rise in prescription opioid overdose deaths. So what's that? That's the purple line here?
Yes.
That just goes.
Yeah, that's the purple
That's
line.
wave 1.
So that's the first wave. And it kind of looks like it's stabilized.
For some reason, heroin took off like a fucking rocket in 2010.
Well,
That's
the
the
reason-
second
the
wave.
Well, that's
it-
because they started
started
kicking all
cracking
these
down.
people off their prescriptions.
Right.
So
went
they
to the
went to
black
the black market and got heroin. Wave 2 is rise in heroin overdose deaths, so that's just whoop. And then wave 3 is rise in synthetic opioid overdose deaths. We watched a story about that at some point, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
fentanyl being the main culprit.
And
there.
that's the crazy one, because look at that. I mean,
it's just fucking.
it's just a skyrocketing fucking thing, and it's
Yeah.
past the other two, and it doesn't like these other two show signs of stabilizing. This one just is like up and up and up and up and up.
Well, with these other two, we've really started to address the problem of overprescribing opioids. You know,
Yeah.
so there's actually been progress made on that. And
Well, there's another problem too, is
and
that
a cultural awareness of the problem.
it's actually like a lot of people who fucking probably could benefit from opioids because they're fucking, they have
they're in
debilitating
pain or whatever it is. Yeah.
are not being prescribed it now because there's such a fear of this opioid epidemic. So, I mean, like, I feel like we've gone from one extreme to the other on that.
So this is actually called opioid use disorder is the clinical term for opioid addiction or abuse. People who become dependent on opioids may experience withdrawal symptoms when they stop taking the pills. Dependence is often coupled with tolerance, meaning the opioid users need to take an increasingly larger dose over time to have the same effects. We all know what tolerance is.
I'm glad I don't really like opioids.
So about 11.4 million Americans misused prescription pain medicine in 2016 and 2017.
Yeah, I remember I had I went and got dental surgery. Remember I was telling you guys, I think it was on this show or was it, I don't know, maybe it was somewhere else. But I was telling you about that chick that worked for my dad that used to constantly go to like those gore sites, like Rotten and shit.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, that same bitch, after I got my wisdom teeth removed, I was taking my prescription pills. And,
pain kills,
My
dude.
pain kills.
Kills my pain.
I was taking my prescription pain pills. I'm like, oh, it's time to take my pill. And she's like, you actually followed the directions? Was like laughing at me.
Damn.
Because she's like, I just take them all.
Gotta take them all.
Wow.
Rural Mississippi.
She's like, why are you actually following them pain pill
Why
directions
come
for?
you listen?
Why come you listening to your doctor?
Dude, I've been in this. I've abused prescription opioids. I've almost died on them. It's way more common than you think.
I mean, it looks pretty fucking common.
That was in the earlier 2000s before some of these lines took off like a fucking rocket.
So the number of overdose deaths.
What was the pill or what? I'm sorry, Scott.
Oh, no, go ahead, Paul.
What was the pill or whatever you were on?
Whatever. There were a bunch that you could get your hands on.
Right.
Vicodin, Percocets, Tramadol. Every once in a while, you could get your hands on.
Did you take Oxycontin?
That one hadn't taken off, and I'd never got my hands on. I got oxycodone quite a bit.
Yeah. Hillbilly heroin, they call that one.
But not OxyContin. Yeah, I never got. I don't think I ever got.
Well, what
OxyContin.
did you almost overdose on?
I think it was Vicodin.
Wow.
One of my roommates at the time had gone through a surgery, got a big prescription for Vicodin to get him through it, but they made him sick, and so he ended up just giving them to me. And I was on a cycle of like, it started like I'd pop one before work and I'd just feel real mellow through work. And that was cool. Weeks would go by and I'd be taking two when I'd get off of work. And then I ran out of those and I was buying from my dealer and blah, 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 blah. It just got out of control so fast, so quick. And I was drinking on top of it.
Like how? So when you say so quick, do you have like a time estimate?
I'd say
how long did it take before it went from like, okay, I can use this responsibly?
Now this wasn't the first. Like when I started, when I got that bottle that I was talking about, wasn't the
Right.
first time I had abused opioids. So
Okay.
I'd taken pills to get off before.
Yeah.
But that's when I really think it started being like a daily thing for me.
Right.
And I would say in a matter of like a month, I was taking way more than I should have been taking to just have fun on. You know what I mean?
Right. So it
And after
it got out of hand super quick.
Right. And then after about 2 months is when I almost died. Well, I feel I almost died. I didn't go to the hospital or anything on them. I just took so many fucking pills. I lost consciousness and woke up in a pile of puke.
Oh my god.
And
Yeah, I mean, like if you'd landed differently when you passed out,
Well, yeah.
you could have just easily choked on your.
and I
vomit
drank
died.
on top of it. So I just, I was
Right.
really flirting with like overdosing for quite a little chunk of time
I
there.
briefly met this guy whose business was the check engine lights. His business was these used car dealership lots would pay him to go in because you know to take the console apart and bust the bulb. So when people went to go look at these cars, it'll look like there's no check engine light on.
Right.
But this guy took about 90 Oxycontin per month. He had like
That's
three
insane.
Yeah, he doctor shopped. That's how he did it. He's like, oh yeah, I doctor shop. I go to these different doctors. I go to New Orleans East, which has a lot of Vietnamese people. He would go there. He'd go to these Vietnamese doctors, and this doctor had this pharmacy that if you went to him as a doctor and filled at his pharmacy, they basically write you any prescription you wanted.
Crazy.
So he just had
That's insane.
He had a bunch of scam. They had, and he would just go wherever he needed to go. He'd go to Mississippi, he'd go wherever he needed to just get these pills. And it's like at a point, it just becomes your life.
And people don't talk enough about how the pharmaceutical industry created this crisis and all that either.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that in a second here, but
Awesome.
So the number of overdose deaths related to heroin increased 533% between 2002 and 2016, from an estimated 2,089 in 2002 to 13,219 in 2016.
Heroin's catching on again.
And of course, there's another cost to this. Of course, it's not just free to treat people. In 2013, the cost of medical care and substance abuse treatment for opioid addiction overdose was an estimated $78.5 billion, according to a report in the Journal of Medical Care.
Damn. Crazy.
It's insane. And there are like pockets where it's really been bad for a long time.
Ohio is horrible, dude.
Ohio, San Francisco and California has been struggling with just a wave of deaths from this that probably, if you just took San Francisco, these lines would be way higher. That area alone was like
the Seattle area had a big heroin.
Seattle, huge heroin and pill scenes. So it's like, Their pocket, like, I remember seeing a documentary one time about OxyContin and how it just completely cleaned out this entire, I think it was Kentucky or Tennessee. It's one of these like mountain towns
Yep.
that everybody in it has like basically died or succumbed to addiction to this pill, and there's nothing there but like desperate people on
crazy,
pills.
dude. Oh, dude, I think I know what you're talking about too. Like they had people.
It was
running-
called Oxyana.
Dude, I saw a scene for that. Like, there's a woman that was like running a clinic, and it's like basically like they have to carry guns and all this stuff because the legitimate people trying to deal with the crisis will be robbed.
Right.
So here is a picture of all the death rates from drug overdoses by state in 2017.
So it looks like the East Coast is really ravaged with most of these high.
Yeah, Ohio,
Numbers.
Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Kentucky, really high numbers.
Holy fuck, man.
So-
Why do you think it's so much easier in the East Coast to get this shit? Or why do you think it's caught on? I mean, a lot of these are, Wyoming, there's hardly anybody there. But I'm talking about like Texas.
Yeah.
How is Texas sitting right next to Louisiana, where apparently everybody's doing heroin and dying from it, but Texans just ain't into that, I guess.
We just don't do it. Maybe
I don't
people
get
in
it.
Texas are just tougher, so they just,
I don't
Yeah.
really know. I mean, I think there's probably like influenza factors. I mean, but if I had just to fucking guess what the fucking cause was in some of these states, I would say probably there's probably way more opportunities in Texas and California and these other places.
West Virginia.
But then you look at Mississippi, and that kind of it's like what opportunities are there in Mississippi really? So I mean, I don't really know.
Oh, this is just unrelated statistics. Anyway, I thought that was kind of interesting, but
So this is a brief timeline into modern opioid use. So January 10th, 1980, a letter titled "Addiction Rare in Patients Treated with Narcotics" is published in the New England Journal of Medicine. It was not a study and looked at incidences of addiction in a very specific population of hospitalized patients who were closely monitored. However, it would become widely decided as proof that narcotics that were safe to treat for chronic pain. So basically, opioids are safe. They're not really addictive. It's a really good use of way to treat people. And keep in mind, this was not a study. This is just basically a letter saying, hey, it's pretty good to do this. Not a problem. So then we have 1995, OxyContin, a long-acting version of oxycodone, which slowly releases the drug over 12 hours, is introduced and aggressively marketed as a safer pain pill by manufacturer Purdue Pharma.
that was the one that Rush Limbaugh got addicted to, too.
Yeah.
So basically, you had the same thing, Paul. Oxycodone was just
Oxycodone, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just...
And I was actually prescribed that
Oh,
legally. So yeah.
Did you fake the way to get it, or was
No.
it was legit?
No, that was I got that for my fucking pilonidal cyst surgery.
Oh, well, shit. Well, yeah.
and
I mean,
it might have kicked off my penchant for taking pills to get high and shit because that stuff was crazy. That opioid, literally, I would take one of them as like a horse pill. I'd take one of those fucking things in the morning. I'd be all in all kinds of pain waking up. I would fucking literally lose a day to that pill. I would do shit, but I wouldn't remember shit. I would lay there in bed and play Nintendo for fucking 12 hours and sleep and lapse in and out of consciousness and just keep playing. It was a weird fucking drug. And super powerful.
also,
potent or whatever.
not really mentioned here, but something I know is Purdue Pharma actually said, and some of the studies they did, and this letter included, was that only about 1% of people that used opioids would actually become addicted to them.
Yeah.
So, clearly lies. May 10th, 2007, the federal government brings criminal charges against Purdue Pharma for misleading advertising OxyContin is safer and less addictive than other opioids. The company and 3 executives are charged with misleading and defrauding physicians and consumers. So, I mean, look, the government did something right, guys, right?
Yeah.
So Purdue Pharma executives plead guilty, agreeing to pay $634 million in criminal and civil fines. Yeah, $634 million. That'll show them. The 3 executives plead guilty on criminal misdemeanor charges and are later sentenced to, guess this what, guys? Probation.
Awesome.
They learned their lesson.
Oh, yeah.
They paid, the billions of dollars in profit they made, they paid $634 million, and the 3 guys got a slap on the wrist. That's
Are
what you
they
get
still making drugs?
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're still making drugs.
Of course.
I like drugs.
Why wouldn't they? Yeah, this stuff is no joke. I mean, and like seeing that spike, I didn't know it was, I hadn't seen it portrayed like that. That fucking spike for the synthetics is just insane.
It's crazy, dude.
I never fucked around. I saw tramadol on the list of that, and I have taken tramadol before. I've never taken fentanyl ever. I've never even seen it.
If you were into this kind of shit, you probably would be seeing it now.
Ugh. Yeah. Glad I kicked it when I did.
I'm trying to figure out, because I swear to God, I read somewhere about Rush Limbaugh's pill habit, like how bad it got in terms of like how many he was doing a day, and it was like an insane amount. But whatever.
I mean, you build up a tolerance to the shit,
Yeah.
like, pretty fast.
So this is a survey that says nearly half of Americans have a family member or close friend who's been addicted to drugs. Drugs.
I mean, so much like obesity, I mean, pretty much everyone, I'm assuming almost everyone knows a fat person. So almost everyone in America, it seems.
Almost everyone is a fat person.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess fair enough. But knows someone who has actually been a current or past addict.
Well, I'll tell you this. I won't speak for other people, but I'm pretty sure this is true for a lot of the people that have problems with these pills and end up ODing on them. My abuse of these types of drugs coincided with a very unstable mental time in my life, a time where I needed mental health intervention and didn't have it. And I would be willing to bet that a lot of these deaths, that's something that isn't really talked about in a lot of these, is like a lot of these deaths are a mental health crisis first. These are people that are desperate for relief of psychological pain in a lot of cases.
I mean, yep.
And they chase that. That's what I was chasing. That's,
A lot of the shows I've seen about it, the documented drug abuse, that is usually people have very rough past. They have either they've dealt with abuse, they've dealt with broken homes, they've dealt with failed marriages, a child has died or something, like a very tragic event has happened in life, or a series of tragedies, and basically this is how they escape. Right.
The misery index is going up, and so is the fucking death from opioids.
And we're saying when we're saying that rise, because obviously more people are turning to this. Increasingly,
and I guess it's easier to get, which makes no sense to me. You'd think that cracking down in a national way on how these things are prescribed, because these are made in laboratories, right? They got to come from these companies. So how are they getting here?
Well, fentanyl for a while was being imported from China. There was actually no restrictions on
what?
Yeah, until very recently. Yeah.
Now how are people getting it?
I'm sure there's other sources for it. I mean, look, there's the demand is so high that people are willing to take it from legitimate uses and legitimate sources.
They need to start. They need to start slapping some of these doctors that are overprescribing and fucking chains. Is what needs to happen. Because that's the only way I can think that something that needs to be made in a laboratory and prescribed directly to the end user can make it to the streets.
It doesn't. Well, it doesn't.
People
even
are going
now.
into these shady fucking doctors and going, "Oh, my back hurts. Give me a bunch of fentanyl patches," and then selling them. Right?
Well, no. Now there's been a serious crackdown on it. But the problem is this: that you got a bunch of people that got addicted to these things, or they get it from a short amount of time and then become addicted, and then they turn to the black market. So I mean, really.
Yeah, I mean,
I think the solution is probably.
There's heroin's been here long before doctors were overprescribing opioids. People can get their hands on this shit. I mean, it'll cross borders. It'll fucking go. I mean,
it's like
there's
you
no
said,
fucking
Paul,
way to lock it down.
It is a
there's no fucking drugs that people can get.
It's a disease, and it's a mental, and it's a fucking healthcare crisis. That's really what we have in this country: is that people are not getting treated, and a lot of times for mental health issues. And they're turning to this as a solution.
Yeah.
And it doesn't work. It ultimately doesn't work, and it's led to a number of deaths. And it's gonna continue to rise until we actually deal with the underlying issues instead of just reacting and saying it's a drug problem. It's really easy to view it as a drug problem, but people usually don't get addicted to drugs for no reason. It's not like they're doing it in a void where it's like, I want to do drugs. Now, sure, there's plenty of recreational drug users.
Right.
But the vast majority of people probably ODing are not recreational drug users.
No, they're people that are either chasing some psychological relief or chasing the end to pain, with legitimate prescriptions and then becoming hooked on it.
And if you look at this, so 46% total, men, maybe...
This is percentage of adults who say they have a family member or close friend who's been addicted.
White 46%, black 52%, Hispanic 50%. Age, it affects all age ranges.
Yeah.
High school, some college grad, post grad, affects them all in pretty high numbers. Yeah. Democratic, lean Democrat.
It looks like 45%, 50% of people know somebody.
Yeah, every facet of our society is being touched by this problem, from the fucking poorest people to the richest.
From the poor to the
I mean,
rich.
it's a cultural problem that affects. I mean, just every echelon of society. There's not any group that escapes. I'm like, oh, if you're rich, you escape this. Or if you're poor, you escape this. Nope, everyone's just in the same boat.
Gluttony.
What is this?
Hey, good morning.
What's this, Scotty?
What's this? What's this?
It's Terry Crews is what that is, TJ.
no,
what
but
the
what
fuck
is
do you
it?
think
We're
it
actually
is?
not ready for this part yet, TJ.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know there's nothing else here, is there?
Oh, well, if you let me pull it, I would have put images in, but you didn't let me pull it, so it's okay.
I didn't let you.
You didn't let me.
It's my fault.
He didn't allow you.
It is actually your fault.
It's my fault. That's
It is.
cool.
It is actually your fault.
I guess
Okay.
I'll just I'll put the fat guy back on there, I guess.
So, sexual gluttony or sex addiction.
Yeah, that's
he
works.
fits this too. Yeah, that works.
So there are several criteria established by psychological professionals to determine whether or not an individual needs sexual addiction treatment.
Well, I should probably pull up his butt pic.
Yeah,
Oh,
there you go.
yeah.
'Cause Paul might need treatment after this one.
Booty, 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 booty,
So, guys, we're going to find out right now
It's a fucking
if any of us, in fact, need treatment
All right.
for sexual addiction.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so number one, unable to resist sexual impulses, even with the understanding that it puts an individual's health or relationships in jeopardy.
No.
I mean, well, I don't know, Paul. I mean, it sounds like you're willing to, if you could have a bit of that ass.
I mean,
how would
well,
Ashley
in
feel
a
about-
fantasy world,
How would
where
Ashley feel about
Donald
knowing
Trump
you going
backed
after
that up
Trump's
on me?
ass?
I mean, I don't know what would happen. You know,
I mean, if you have an opportunity to fuck the president in the ass, you pretty much have to do that.
and
how-
especially if it's that ass.
I mean, would that affect your relationship or health, Paul?
I don't know. Maybe my health.
Well, you think you puke on the back of his head while you're fucking his ass?
I think Ashley would be fine with it, but I
right,
think my
well, fair
health
enough.
might be negatively
At least it won't
affected.
cause a rift in your relationship. TJ, what about you? How would that? I mean, if you fuck Trump,
Yeah, if you fuck Trump, would that
how would
be a
Chelsea
problem?
feel about that?
I'm pretty sure she'd be okay with it.
She'd be all right with it.
I think she'd be like, "You fuck the president and give me a high five," but I don't know.
Yeah, you never do know.
Yeah, maybe it'll seem cool at first, but then years later she'd be like, "I can't believe you fucked that."
Well, because maybe it like
You
plants a
fucked the
seed
president.
in you,
Yeah.
and it's the you're always it becomes the pinnacle that you're comparing everything else
Right.
to. That ass.
And it's like, where do you even go after you
The presidential
after you
ass.
butt fucked the president? Like, where do you even go from there?
Yeah.
I'm actually. I
How more
barely have.
dominant can you be?
I barely have to ask this one,
Like,
but
you
I mean,
pretty much have to go like finger bang Jesus or something.
fuck, dude. That's the creme de la creme, right
I'd
there.
also do that.
Hey, so, well, we're all guilty of this one. A preoccupation with sex and sexual behavior. I mean, this episode just proves
I mean,
that.
every episode we've done.
Okay.
I
done
mean, so
pretty
we're
much.
guilty.
Why is that necessarily a bad thing?
Yeah.
Oh, look, Paul. These are just the signs of
Well,
sex.
Dr.
addiction.
Ruth had a preoccupation with sex and sexual behavior.
She was a therapist.
You know
Paul.
who else did?
Well.
Every human being from the beginning of time until now.
right, well-
Hence the fucking
Right.
Well, guys,
species
you're just being
continuing.
apologist for your fucking behavior.
sorry.
That's
All
fine.
right.
An inordinate amount of time spent pursuing sex or engaging
Well,
in sexual behavior.
I
Not
mean-
really. I guess I mean,
I wouldn't say inordinate.
I'm more likely to sit around fantasizing than actually engaging.
Damn. Well, me too, probably. I mean, I think we're all probably
Entering
in
into
that boat.
high-risk sexual situations, including transmission of disease such as HIV/AIDS, herpes, or other venereal diseases.
Nah, man.
Oh, Paul, you're definitely guilty. of
Why
this.
did my balls-
You've been going after the president for fucking months now,
My
Paul.
balls started itching when you read that, so maybe I have crabs. I heard they were extinct though.
Crab.
Do you have the
people.
crabs?
I've heard crabs are pretty much extinct. Because
Nobody
no one
gets the
has-
scabies anymore?
No bitches have pubic hair no more. So.
Did I remember? I remember when TJ was like, when he was single, dude.
Crab people.
No, you weren't watching that, but you do have crabs probably. But TJ came to me one night and he's all like, "Scotty, I got this girl coming over here. Just like, look, she's gonna come in. I don't want you mid. I don't want nothing. Just be up in your room or something. Something's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen, but just be up in your room, all right, man? You think just be up there tonight, champ? Just be up in your room." I'm like, why are you having some weird woman come to our house? Look, I just want to get laid. I'm single now. I've got laid a while. I don't really know about this. Just let me do this. I'm asking this favor this one fucking time. Just let this happen. You know what I'm talking about, don't you, TJ?
Yeah, I remember.
And it's just, I'm just like, you know what, TJ? Like, whatever. I'll just hang out in my room tonight. Because I usually just played Xbox down fucking stairs, and TJ was in the basement. I was like, all right, whatever, dude. That was a moment, TJ, that I think you were doing some risky behavior, though.
Did you engage in risky sexual
Did
behavior?
you engage? I think you did.
I engaged in awkward, unsatisfying for both the parties sexual behavior.
Nice.
Well, I guess I know how that went now.
Nice.
Oh, my God, dude.
Hot.
Every time TJ ever came to me with something like that, dude, that was always the tale that was told afterwards. Was like, Mike, so was it all good? And he's like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Hence why I spend most of my time fantasizing.
See?
Statistics regarding sexual addiction treatment.
So, what was one
Oh,
last
sorry.
one?
There's other stuff.
Repeated unsuccessful attempts to stop the compulsive sexual behavior.
I've never had that one.
Oh man, I think I
never tried to stop him.
I definitely know someone that did though.
Whoa, who?
I probably shouldn't say that.
Damn.
Oh.
I probably shouldn't say who.
Damn.
But I think if we all think about who I'm talking about, we'd probably you guys
okay.
would probably
Okay.
figure it out.
Yep.
Stevie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stevie's
well,
a fucking sex maniac.
yeah. It must be Stevie.
Tornado of sexual activity. That's Stevie's life.
Even though he's really a virgin.
You think Stevie's a virgin?
Stevie's a virgin, dude.
Let's just think about this honestly for a second. Do you think Stevie's a virgin? Because he claims. I know we've had this discussion before, but
Why are we talking about this again?
oh, hold on. Let's go ahead and put up Stevie's thing.
That's Stevie?
Yeah.
Is there actually an image of Stevie we can put up?
I don't know.
You just go to his channel,
Did
find
I-
a
did
vlog.
I wonder if he would come
I
up
di-
if I put like Stevie.
I do have to fucking shame Stevie
Probably
a little
not.
bit though. You know
Stevie
what?
Ray Vaughan exists, so probably
Yeah.
not.
Here's my fucking problem with Stevie, dude. I'm trying to convince Stevie to do something for the show, man. And people need to go to Stevie and fucking tell Stevie we love you, we support you, and do whatever the guys at DFF ask, man.
Stevie. Yeah, let's go under creations.
Well, Stevie's a good example of gluttony. 'Cause Stevie's been fat for most of his
How
life.
long has it been since Stevie even uploaded anything, man?
He told me he's gonna get back into it. But
He ain't done shit. It's been
Dude,
3 months.
dude, I'll fucking give you a gluttony
What?
story for Stevie though.
Look at this shit.
When Stevie was a kid, dude,
3 months, man.
Stevie ate so many fucking French fries, it would blow your fucking mind, dude. Stevie would literally eat a sheet. Like, they dump out an entire bag. I'm talking when Stevie was like 7 or 8 years old.
Yeah.
And he would eat the entire fucking... Stevie, I've literally seen Stevie sit in the kitchen and just eat all day.
Hey guys, it's me. I meant to make a whole video on the trip back from Tennessee, but I am sick as fuck right now. I got back home a few days ago,
He doesn't even seem sick.
and
Stevie, you're not sick.
Probably
dude.
not. He's always fake.
Dude, was he faking sick, do you
I think he was.
Yeah.
Hold on,
dude.
go back to that video.
That does not seem that sick. I don't see a runny nose. I don't see nothing coming. Like,
Go skip ahead in this
turns
shit.
out I
I'm
have a cold.
Turns out, okay, so if you have a cold, why don't your nose seem that stuffy?
It turns out I have a cold.
Just like, he's doing like the classic fake sick voice.
I'm sick. Oh, hey guys.
This is like how you answer the phone on the day when you called in sick
Yeah.
from work or something. You
Oh,
know? And the boss calls you like, oh shit.
Hello. Hello. Oh, hi, sir. Yeah. I'm sorry about the, yeah, just home, I'm recovering. I think I'll be okay tomorrow. Yeah.
go see the comments, dude.
I don't know, a cold,
Are there comments?
Are
probably.
there
There's
comments?
2.
There's 9.
Feel better version.
I did not. Oh my god, dude.
It says there's 9 comments, but it's only showing 2.
Oh shit, Stevie deleted some.
Dun,
Are they held for
dun.
review? Stevie, show us the comments.
Holy shit.
I did like how that's the first thing we saw.
Feel better, virgin.
On that note, I don't think there's anything else to say about it.
Let's see how, man, Stevie, where the fuck?
And he stopped right in the middle of Resident Evil.
Yeah, I mean, like, what the fuck, Stevie? I mean,
On part 10.
there was a lot of people invested in this. Like, 20 people were watching.
No, dude, look, there's 98 views right there.
Yeah.
98.
Let's see.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Resident Evil 2 Remake.
Yeah, Steve, you didn't even finish the game. How do you even sleep at night, you son of a bitch?
He's only doing
Stevie's in a
Leon's
boss
path.
fight, dude.
He's doing Leon's path.
Oh, I guess he did finish the game, so.
Oh, maybe that's why he quit.
Yeah,
but
that
there's a
makes
whole
sense.
other path.
Yeah, you didn't do the other path.
Yeah, what about the Claire's?
and
arc,
plus,
dude?
Yeah.
Claire has all these fucking skimpy-ass costumes you can put her in, too.
Yeah, booty.
And I've seen them.
Booty shorts.
I don't even like the game or care about it, but
Yeah, I've seen them too.
I've seen them.
I've seen them on Twitter.
I've seen them all over.
bet you seen
I've
all
seen I've seen the butt naked one. I've seen her with all kinds of outfits. I've seen where they make her tits bigger and jigglier.
You guys are fucking sexist, dude.
Oh
Damn.
my.
Yeah,
Oh my.
that's true.
Oh my.
Yeah.
So there's some stats on regarding sexual addiction, which Stevie clearly does not suffer from.
Okay.
So, according to the research of the National Council of Sexual Addiction and Compulsivity, which I guess that exists, so good for them, anywhere from 6 to 8% of all Americans can be classified as addicted to sex. This represents an astounding 18 to 24 million people. And Tita's about to become addicted to fucking Donald Trump's ass.
I know, dude. It's like a revelation.
No, guys, this is an... And it doesn't just extend just to sex.
So, Paul, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, Paul. No, I want to ask you. Can I ask you a question, Paul?
No.
Paul likes Trump's ass and he cannot lie.
Let me just ask you this, Paul.
Okay.
So let's say you're about to go down and eat that ass, Paul.
Okay.
Now, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
You think it's going to be more like...
Like the
Or is it going to be more like...
I mean,
Paul's going all in, tongue first, dude.
Yeah.
Or is it going to be like...
I'm getting some Welch's grape jelly. I'm just pouring it in the crack and I'm going in, dude. I'm going in like a fucking
You
savage.
gonna eat that shit like a
beastly
PB&J
savage.
motherfucker?
Yeah, put some peanut butter, put some jelly, mix it all up.
I'm gonna eat that shit like it was a pie eating contest, and my
Oh,
hands were tied behind my back.
shit.
Except my hands ain't gonna be tied behind my back. They're gonna be spreading them fucking big old butt cheeks for me.
Paul's gonna be going... Dude, Paul's gonna be bobbing for
Like a
butthole,
trough.
dude. Bobbing for some butthole, man.
Just an endless supply of grape jelly,
I bet you that Trump's ass is either really well maintained
or it stinks
or
like
it's
a
horrible.
sewer. Yeah,
There's no way it's in the middle.
no. He's either got a really posh,
Oh.
really good smelling ass, or
That-
he's
the-
really dank ass.
That he like spritzes with
Yeah.
a fucking, like anointed oils.
You know what,
or
though? Paul,
whatever the
he's
fuck.
gonna eat his ass every taking a fucking massive fucking Donald Trump fast food shit, dude.
This is the ass eating episode. Oh my god, yeah. Sex addiction, though. We are talking about
A
it.
recent
This
study,
is sex addiction and gluttony.
Yeah.
It's true.
Because you're eating ass.
Yeah.
A
So-
recent study by Stanford University for MSNBC reported that 25 million Americans spend between 1 and 10 hours a week looking at pornography online.
A day?
A week.
Oh, a
A
week.
week, TJ.
1 in
shit.
10.
Reading comprehension,
1 in
TJ.
10 hours a week.
Look it up. And then another 4.7.
I just can't comprehend that low
Yeah, I guess you can.
pornography
Can't, there's
numbers.
a lot of things you can't comprehend, TJ. Especially when it's your turn to fucking speak, bitch.
Duh.
And then another 4.7 million individuals spend over 11 hours per week viewing porn sites, TJ.
Cool.
Onwards. Me and
Good for
me and
them.
Paul are just far too busy.
So one would assume most of the sufferers of pornographic addiction would be basement swelling. Swelling? Basement swelling, neckbeards.
That's not
Jesus.
right. That's not right, TJ.
That's not on me. That's on you. You wrote that.
Well, you read it, dude. So one would assume most of the sufferers of pornography addiction would be basement swelling, dwelling neckbeards
Swelling.
who probably need a tutorial on where to put their pee-pee. But shockingly, some super famous and successful people have come out as sex addicts.
Cool.
That's true. David Duchovny.
David Duchovny is awesome.
I didn't put him.
You didn't put him? Yeah, he's a
But Terry Crews is a sex addict.
Oh yeah.
Terry Crews, dude. It's actually supposed to be part 1.
He's addicted
I don't know why
to
it's part 2.
love. Well, you put the wrong thing.
Well, I must
No.
just go put part 1
There's
there.
part 3 too. You want to watch part 3?
No, part
instead?
1. Part 1.
All right. I'm
Hey,
Terry
what's
Crews,
up,
and I
Facebook
love
family?
jumping
How
up
you
in that
doing?
poon.
It's me, Terry Crews again. I just want to address some things real quick,
I'm a porn
man.
addict.
You know, the subject is dirty little secret, and you know, for years, my dirty little secret was that I was addicted to pornography for years. Now, most of you who are on Facebook are using the internet, and
Yes.
it's kind of crazy
that's generally how that
because
works.
this thing
Most
has
of- wait.
become a problem.
minute.
I think it's
100% of people on Facebook are on the
Sorry.
internet. 100%.
It's Terry Crews. You can't shit on him.
I mean, it's Terry Crews, dude.
Oh, so he gets a pass because he's
Yes.
black?
No, he gets a pass because he's Terry Crews.
It's a pass because okay. Reverse racism. I see.
No, you're the racist.
The soft
TJ.
racism.
You're the one that
of
had to
low
mention the color of his
expectations.
skin. I just mentioned that he was who he is.
No, I think you made it about race.
Well,
I was about
wasn't
the
even trying to
content
make
of
it
his
about race. I
character.
wasn't even trying to make it about race, and you made it about race.
I made
Paul.
it about the content of his character, and you made it about the
You know
color
what?
of his
The color of
skin.
his
And you white motherfuckers are always doing that. It sickens me.
you know, a worldwide problem.
White
But
motherfuckers? What do you mean by that?
pornography,
I mean, you're a fucking cracker ass piece of
Wow.
Caucasian shit, bitch.
Okay. So now that's good. Weren't you just crying about reverse racism?
Yeah.
So it's okay for you to call me a cracker.
No, I was talking about the soft racism of lowered expectations, Paul. How you don't hold Terry Crews to the same standard because you just think, oh, well,
I don't
we have
hold
to look
Terry
at all
Crews
the
to any
black
racial
people
standard.
on a fucking curve because they're not really smart enough to comprehend how the internet
I don't hold
works.
Terry Crews to any racial standard. I take
do.
him at
yes,
his
you
word.
Do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You sick me,
So,
Paul.
TJ, can I ask you a
sick
question?
Sick me to the core of my being.
Can I ask you a question,
Ask me
TJ?
10 questions. I don't care.
I just have one question. So, TJ, if you make a statement on Twitter, would you say that I mean, I'm talking about a statement that comes directly from you. Would you say those statements are accurate and true?
Probably not. No, it's just Twitter.
Really? No? Okay.
It's Twitter, so probably not.
Well, how do you defend, TJ, the things you've said recently?
What did I say?
What did
you said,
say?
TJ, that if someone threw a milkshake at you, you would just drink it.
Yeah, I would.
So you hold fast to that being true?
Probably.
Okay. I would like to test that theory on the next episode of the show.
Are you going to throw a milkshake
You're gonna
at
throw
me?
a milkshake on
I'm
you?
going to throw a milkshake.
Well, you're gonna. We got a sensitive.
It was
equipment
actually.
and shit
It was
here.
actually fucking Galen
We'll
that
go out
put
in
me
the
up
yard.
to it.
We'll go out in the yard and do
Galen
it.
did it.
No, I'm throwing the milkshake wherever I want, TJ. And you said you're gonna fucking drink it.
You're gonna lap it up.
Yeah.
Lap it up off
Just so
your
you know.
fucking self.
Just so you know, Scotty. I totally stand by that, and I will drink it. But I'm also going to file assault charges against you, Scotty.
Go ahead.
I'm going to file assault charge. I'm going to call the police, Scotty. I will have the police here. You will be dragged away in fucking handcuffs if you lay a fucking finger on me, Scotty.
I'm not. I don't plan on laying a finger. I plan on laying a milkshake.
If you
on
plan
you.
on laying a chicken finger or a milkshake or a fish or
I
any of
plan
that,
on laying a milkshake on you.
this
sir.
ain't food fight, sir. This ain't food fight. Charlie Sheen
do
ain't
what
in
I
this
want,
motherfucker,
TJ.
Scotty.
Damn.
I'll do what I want, TJ.
Now TJ's tone is
Scared,
changed.
TJ? You sound a little scared, buddy.
No!
Scared of a little milkshake?
You don't fucking touch me. You are assaulting
I'm
me,
not
sir.
touching you.
You are assaulting me
The
with
milkshake
milkshakes.
is going to touch you. The milkshake is going to touch you, not me.
Yeah.
I'll give you my word. I will not touch you. The milkshake.
You better
and the
not,
container
Scotty.
that it comes in.
If you fucking do
the
that,
straw
Scotty,
might touch you.
If you do that, Scotty,
The delicious
if
milkshake
you
might
do that,
touch you.
Scotty,
And the cup holding the milkshake
it'll be the
might
last
touch
mistake
you.
you'll ever make, Scotty.
Oh,
last
shit.
mistake.
Are you threatening my life now, TJ? Are you
Last
threatening
mistake. I'm just saying it's the last mistake.
Damn, dude.
Say it's the last mistake of your life.
Lab mistake.
I'm saying last mistake of your life, bitch.
Are you a beta male, TJ?
TJ is slowly becoming
don't
like
met
an old like swamp voodoo master. The longer he's down here in Louisiana,
I'll put a spell on you.
how would you wanna? I go.
Love you, man.
I'll call him up on the phone and be like, TJ, what time should I go on? I don't care.
Well,
I don't
Okay.
know what time I'm going to fucking make it. Don't
Whatever
come on.
time.
I'm gonna fuck you, bitch.
Whatever time Scotty want to come over. I don't know.
come on now, Paul.
I don't know.
on
I'll come over
Really,
there.
really.
Come on down to
Come on
Paradise
now.
City.
What's
Whatever.
fun about the dirty little secret, dude?
Oh, is it? I thought, well, he jerks off.
Yeah, his dirty little secret is that he watches
Messed
porn.
up my life in a lot of ways.
No, it didn't. You're
He
Terry
messed
Crews.
up his life, dude.
Your life is
wrong.
awesome.
He almost lost his wife, dude.
Who cares? Russell Brand. I went to rehab to treat my sex addiction.
How he ever got into a position to be a sex addict, I don't know. Look at him. What is it about that women were like, yes, please?
Yeah.
Well, at some point I read he had a harem of 10 women on rotation. So.
Yeah.
Dude, I tried to
I don't get it.
The last stand-up special he did, I tried to watch. I was like, wow, you are not funny.
Yeah, I don't really like
Russell
him all that
Brand,
much.
who describes fame as a Wonka ticket to the sex factory, has revealed how he checked into rehab to treat his addiction
Oh, I guess that answers it.
to
He's
carnal
rich.
overindulgences. Oh, yeah. I mean, that
But
kind
then
of,
the real question just becomes, how did you become famous again?
wasn't that movie, Saving Sarah Marshall?
Well, that's when he like broke over here, but he was like a popular comedian over there for a while.
I mean,
Well,
honestly,
it doesn't really matter.
honestly, I remember watching
Yeah,
his
that's true.
stand-up way back in the day and thinking it was funny, but the shit he's doing now, I didn't think was funny. So I don't know. In staggering revelations made in his new autobiography,
This was like,
the TV
this
and
was like
radio
12 years old, so this
presenter-
is not really new.
Right. Says he spent 30 days in a U.S. clinic in an attempt to curb his penchant for lap dancers and prostitutes.
Damn.
Well, wait, lap dancers and prostitutes, like, that's just about having money.
At one point, I had a harem
So that's not
of
fame.
about 10 women whom of course I would rotate, in addition to one night stands and Rajam. So I mean, like,
Would he rotate them on his dick?
I probably, dude. I mean, if it was Russell
Remember the
Brand-
spinners, Scotty?
Oh yeah, the spinner. Woo, woo, woo.
She's a spinner. Put her on your dick and spin her around.
Russell Brand banged Christina Aguilera.
I know he banged Katy Perry. He was married.
married?
Damn, he's been. Oh, here's a list: Kate Moss, Sadie Frost. I don't know who that is. Abby Titmus. I'm sure.
Courtney Love.
Whoa.
Dude, he fucked a murderer, dude.
You
Whoa.
You stuck your dick in
Ugh.
Courtney Love?
Gross.
Dude,
I mean, he was addicted, guys. Come on, it wasn't.
I guess.
It was,
yeah, but I mean, like, there's no excuse to stick your dick in Courtney Love.
Especially if you can have Christina Aguilera. Come on, man.
Yeah, or like, even if you can, like, just have, like, you know, like the dude who stuck his dick in the pie from American Pie. Like, you can just have that. You know, like anything.
Yeah.
You're better off being Dusty
Maybe
Smith
that's
and
when he
using the Mississippi mud hole.
Better than a butthole. Mississippi mudhole. Oh, man.
Better than Courtney Love.
We got another,
fits like a glove.
Another famous comedian, TJ.
Another famous comedian.
Yeah, let's go to the next one, dude.
Some comedian.
Chris Rock, dude. And this
Chris
is
Rock,
recent.
not only, man, I don't know, man. I don't like the way he looks anymore.
What is it?
I don't know. There used to be like a...
He had like a goatee and shit before. Remember?
Yeah,
he kept like a pencil thin kind of
Right,
mustache.
bring that
goatee.
back. That's what looks wrong now.
He's
yeah.
clean shaven now.
Yeah, I
and
don't like
it's
it.
bothersome to you?
Yeah. God, he looks like something. I don't know what he looks like. He looks kind of vaguely like some kind of... I'm thinking like some sci-fi thing. So maybe he looks like some kind of Star Trek alien or something.
So
Dude, he looks like a fucking Kazon. That's the fucking problem.
He looks like a Kazon?
Kazon?
Yeah, remember that shit?
What are you saying? Black people look like Kazons?
Oh, dude.
I'm saying that Chris Rock looks like a fucking Kazon, dude.
So I'm going to read this shit, TJ. Rock doesn't shy away from tough subjects like his battle with porn addiction. So he wasn't really a sex, he was just a porn addict. I mean, like Chris Rock, he's not really going to get laid like that. Rock admits he wasn't... Thank you, TJ, for covering that up.
See?
The Kazon, who are some of the lamest species in Star Trek. Rock admits he wasn't a good husband and spoke about the outcome of his addiction. I was not a good husband. I was fucked up. I was addicted to porn. I know a multi-billion-dollar industry, just me, right? I was addicted to porn, and I was 15 minutes late everywhere, dude. So Chris Rock was like, if you had someone had an appointment with Chris Rock, dude, he was jerking it, dude. He was fucking jerking. I don't know what kind of porn. When you watch too much porn, you know what happens? Here's what happens. You become sexually autistic. You develop sexual autism. You have a hard time with eye contact and verbal cues.
And you become a Kazon.
Well, he made light of it at least. Terry Crews just went and prostrated himself. And like I saw other stuff with him, and it was just like, I was so wrong and I was so bad. Please forgive me.
I was wrong to jerk my dick.
Why is he
to
looking
porn.
for forgiveness?
Yeah, I don't really get it.
Please forgive me for jerking.
So you guys probably
off.
noticed a fucking common theme here.
Yeah.
With the people we featured here. Cheetah, would you like to point out the common theme with the kind of a common thread?
Dim rich.
The common thread is two of them are black.
Whoa, no, TJ. I meant they're comedians. They're kind of they're on like. Whoa.
Terry Crews isn't a comedian, is he?
Yeah, he's done comedic stuff. President Camacho.
I guess.
I mean, Terry Crews has done
But
comedic
is he
shit, dude.
that doesn't make him a comedian.
I mean, comedic works, dude. Lots of his most famous roles are comedic roles. I would say.
All right.
So damn,
Fine,
Cheetah, you go
Scotty,
yet
fine.
again. Cheetah goes instantly to race. Paul thinks about like how they're rich. A normal thing someone would think about. No, racist TJ just goes they're black, which
Or
is
black.
That's not the point I was trying to
Black.
make, TJ. I'm really
Black.
offended. You would
With
say
the
that.
exception of Russell Brand.
Oh,
But
he's black.
He's black too.
Is he black?
Yeah,
He looks black.
he's got a black soul, dude.
Black hole sun, won't you come
I guess he did want to come
over and over again?
with my 10 women.
10 women.
Social media gluttony's the next one.
Oh, this one this is real, man. People
Social
are
media
crazy
addiction
about this
statistics
shit.
show where we're spending our time.
Here we go.
So you want me to go first?
3.1 billion people are social media users worldwide. So I mean,
Poor fucks.
that's not, you say, well, look, everyone's on it now,
It's like
whatever.
half the population.
But while social media keeps the world connected, social media addiction is becoming a global problem and keeps growing. As of 2018, 3.1 billion people, roughly 1/3 of global population, use social media. Globally, the number of social media users has grown by 13%, and that's 362 million people in the past year.
Gross.
I mean, you think about that, 13%, but it's 362 million new social media users. Becoming more and more ubiquitous in our fucking lives and just more and more part of our lives. Like everything now, it's like, we would watch wrestling a lot, TJ, and like how fucking strong they would feature social media as part of their product and branding now. It's like this Twitter trend hashtag is trending.
And they'd even put tweets on the screen and shit like, this is a tweet.
But
this
it's
is a
common.
tweet.
Look at most news articles now. It's like, what did people on Twitter have to say about it? It's just
Gross.
becoming, it has to be part of the conversation. when you're
People
talking
on
about
Twitter
events.
need to be fucking kicked out of the national conversation.
I completely agree.
Anyway.
So number 210 million people are estimated to suffer from internet and social media addictions.
Good.
210 million fucking people. That's almost the population of this country. It's about a little bit more than half.
What is this? Want to get the latest trends and case studies in influencer marketing? Subscribe. No, I don't want
No thanks. Teens who spend this is more getting to what Paul talks about, who spend 5 hours a day on their phones are 2 times more likely to show depressive symptoms.
Nah.
Nah, they're gonna be fine.
Nothing burger.
Could that maybe be put in the cart before the horse, though? Could it be that people with depressive symptoms are just more likely to want to spend more time escaping into their phone?
Well, let's read what it says. The accessibility of mobile technology and social media hasn't been without consequences. A 2018 study found that teens who spend 5 hours per day using their phones are almost twice as likely to exhibit depressive symptoms than counterparts who dedicated only 1 hour of the day to their phones. Interestingly, the relationship between excessive mobile use and depression appears to be strongly linked to gender, with 58% more females than males experiencing depressive symptoms.
Okay.
So young girls are more likely to be
Oh, yeah.
depressed if they spend all day on their fucking
And then number
social
4
media shit.
is young single females are addicted to social media more than any other group. So a recent study with over 23,500 participants, so not a small study by any stretch of the imagination, between the ages of 16 and 88, damn, I thought that was 68.
That's a broad study.
Found that being a young single female is the most strongly associated with displaying addictive social media behavior. Addictive social media behavior is also strongly related to narcissistic personality traits and low self-esteem. TJ, we know
How do you have narcissism and low self-esteem?
Well, easily. You could be focused totally on yourself, but then also doubting yourself at the same time.
I am the greatest person ever.
Well,
I hate me.
You have to look at what they're comparing to. like let's say one of these girls is following one of these Instagram models who are photoshopping all their pictures, altering all their pictures, retouching all their pictures, and saying, "Well, I can't attain the standard."
They're not linking narcissistic personality traits and low self-esteem. They're separated. They're two different things that are strongly linked
It's
to
just
addictive
weird.
social media
It's
behavior.
on both sides of the fucking
Yeah.
spectrum. Like, they couldn't be more opposite.
And these are all like outcroppings of depressive symptoms. So,
Is narcissism outcropping a depression?
yes.
71% of people sleep with or next to their mobile phone.
All the narcissists.
What about you? Did you sleep next to your phone?
Usually, but only because I'm usually playing forensic files to help me sleep.
Sure.
I don't know if narcissism is fucking directly linked to depression or not, but you know what I mean.
Right.
I'm sure there could be a link there. Paul, what about you? Do you sleep next to your phone? Or is your
Yeah,
phone-
just for the fucking for the alarm. I use it as an alarm. I plug it in next to my bedstand for my alarm. Yeah.
So, some 47 million people in America do not get enough sleep, and 55% more teens were sleep deprived in 2015 than 1991. So, getting less sleep, which is not good for your health. Exposure to screens before bed is a large factor in exacerbating sleep disorders. 35% of people using phones less than average experience sleep difficulty, compared to 42% of those with average or above average phone use. So, more time on your phone, less sleep. Gets you that fucking cycle. Then, of course, all these other things, like we said, narcissism, low self-esteem, depressive symptoms. 10% of teens check their phones more than 10 times per
times
night.
a night?
That's fucking crazy to me, dude.
Dude, listen to this.
You're not even sleeping.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just reading more about this narcissism shit, and it said there's a type of narcissism called vulnerable narcissism, which is basically someone who's a narcissist but hides it inside, and then they become hypersensitive to any sort of like perceived slight,
right?
To the point where it like makes them depressed and have low self-esteem. So,
right.
I guess there is a tie there.
Well, narcissism is like it's super weird.
Yeah,
like there's a ton of different ways it expresses itself in people. It's not just like what people imagine it to be.
Just
Somebody
vanity,
that's just
basically.
vain. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a really, really strange disorder that expresses. Like I said, it comes out in a lot of interesting ways.
Cool. Anyway, sorry. What else is here? Anything?
And the last one is over 240 million Americans check Facebook daily. So, I mean, whatever. I mean, that to me is probably the least shocking of these. I mean, the 10 times a night thing was the one that kind of made me go like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, the checking while driving, I mean, everyone's seen that now. I mean, most drivers fucking suck anyways, and adding smartphones in has done nothing.
Yeah, I try not to ever check my phone when I'm driving.
I don't.
So.
My phone gets put in my pocket or whatever, and it stays right there.
There have been a few times I have, though.
So, guys, what do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to be when you?
I want to be a YouTuber when I grow up.
Well, you did that. You achieved your dream.
It wasn't really my dream. I wanted to be something way better than a YouTuber.
Oh shit, TJ. Oh, the slings and arrows of life.
Yeah.
So the vast percentage of children want to become YouTubers over all other professions.
Jesus.
So if you scroll down a little bit.
What a bunch of fucking losers.
I know.
So scroll down a little bit here.
It's going to be a shitty generation.
Oh, God,
75% of children.
All right. I'm going to announce.
Ages 6
hold
to
on.
17.
I'm just going to announce it here. Crop failure. It's time to purge these fucking kids.
Yeah, this is not a good sign.
The penguin was right. God was right when he slew the
a
firstborn
YouTuber
of
is
Egypt.
not what you want to be, dude.
Yeah, it is a fucking... I mean, like, it's all right. I mean, whatever. You know, you get to fucking blather on and have money. But
I wish there was another place to do it on.
Yeah, first of all, YouTube itself is shit. But like we're thinking of YouTube or like what it was when it was like about like, hey, we're gonna share our thoughts and opinions. This is just like I want to fucking cut things with a hot knife and fucking whatever
and
the
become
fuck.
a millionaire. Yeah,
I want to show all my bling and stuff.
Among Gen Z and millennials,
Yep.
1 in 3 aspire to be YouTubers.
1 in 5 desire to be a blogger or vlogger. So just a general desire to be kind of have internet fame.
An internet personality, right?
Yeah. 1 in 6 like to be a pop or movie star.
I mean, that's probably pretty static over the years, I would guess.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. That's
between 1 in 7 to 1 in 9, doctor or nurse, TV host, athlete or teacher, and 1 in 15 aspire to be a lawyer.
Let me just say this to anybody who fucking like all you kids are stupid because wanting to be a YouTuber over being like a famous fucking movie star. First of all, movie stars are paid way more.
Yes.
Way more than
they get way
YouTuber.
more like fuck you cachet in
and
the
you know
society.
what? They get there's way more of a system built in to kiss their ass.
Yes.
And not only that, but their job is even fucking easier.
Yep.
Because 90% of the time, all they're doing is hanging out in their fucking awesome trailer all day. Then they show up on the scene and go like, how could you?
Maybe,
and then it's back to their fucking trailer.
I will say this. Maybe if you're talking about the top tier of actors, like the A-list actors, that's probably true. But these beauty fucking gurus on YouTube make millions of dollars.
I'm sure they do.
The Ryan Toys kids make $20 million. I mean, most
but
actors
it doesn't
make
say,
that kind of cash.
It doesn't say actor there. It says movie star.
Well, sure.
I mean, that's
if you're
beyond
talking the
just
top
like,
level, then yeah. You're talking about the Beyoncés of the world and shit, then sure.
A fucking struggling actor has to work their ass off and probably
But you have to
is
admit,
resigned to the fate of probably
it's
going nowhere
probably
with
more
it.
likely they're going to become
But-
a YouTuber than they're going to become a pop or movie star.
That's true.
Hence the 1 in 3. That's
Yeah.
why people are so drawn to it. It's the accessibility. Anybody can make a YouTube account.
Yeah, well, most
So
people
I'm just
shouldn't.
going to be one of these people, you know what I mean? I'm going to be a Jake Paul or whatever the fuck. Because
I'm
it's not
gonna
like,
be a Jake Paul.
make no bones about it, it's not people like us they're looking up to. It's these the booty vloggers.
No, they like us. They're looking down on us. They're looking up to them. They're looking down.
Yeah.
Hey, what are
That's
these
like
fucking
the shit tier of
The
YouTube.
influencers and the
The
fucking...
real awesome YouTube is Logan
Jake
and Jake
Pauls.
Paul and whoever the fuck else is doing it these days.
Pootie Pie.
So what's
Yeah.
the negative side of social
Poopy
media?
Pies.
What's the positive side?
What do you mean what's the positive side? There's plenty of positive
Yeah, you get to
sides
be
to it.
creative, dude.
Oh,
You're
okay.
creative. You're famous. Self-expression. Money. People. Recognition.
Self-expression.
Dude, that's what we should do for one of these.
YouTube pisses on most of this. Creativity,
How dare you say
YouTube
that?
fucks.
Well, we're talking about all social media.
Self-expression, YouTube fucks. Money, YouTube fucked a while ago. People, they love fucking people.
It's
Recognition,
a good,
yeah.
You
I
know what,
guess.
TJ? It's a good hosting platform.
Travel? I want to travel.
It's a good hosting platform, TJ. Look, YouTube picks up where you left off.
I want to go back in time and just become a fucking food vlogger.
Look, when I'm on YouTube, it very rarely buffers. I mean, there's good things about YouTube.
I could have just eaten for a living.
You fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
TJ, kid, you fucked up. You
Anyway,
should have been
man.
one of them foodies.
Fuck all these people. 6 ways social media affects our mental health. Is it bad? I'm assuming it's bad.
It's good. It's not good.
It's addictive.
What? No. It's not addictive.
So, experts have not been in total agreement on whether internet addiction is a real thing, let alone social media addiction, but there's some good evidence that both may exist.
Dude, TJ's got this for sure. How many times have you seen TJ walk into the room and you're like, hey, TJ, what's up? And he doesn't even hear you because he's in fucking Twitter land or whatever.
Oh, he's in a Twitter war,
He's
dude.
just like, and he's always got his mouth just kind of like hanging open.
Dude, TJ fucking... dude, I'll tell you what, from 2013 to 2016, 2017, he was really fucking bad. Like, you could not do anything with TJ without him
That's
just...
the look. That's it right there.
Like,
dude,
he's actually gotten better, dude. Like, there was times, you would try to talk to TJ, and you have to be like, TJ, put your phone down. Why? Because I actually want to talk to you and have you pay attention.
Why?
Why? Yeah, pretty much. Why? I don't fucking care.
Dude, I've seen it, dude. This is one that I've managed to dodge, I think, for the most part. Like, I look at this shit every once in a while, but I'm not spending more than an hour a day looking at Twitter.
And we've talked a lot about this. It triggers more sadness, less well-being.
Yeah. I mean, Is it really the social media that triggers sadness, or is it realizing you're trapped on a planet where literally everyone is fucking retarded?
Well, this is what the study found. The more we use social media, the less happy we seem to be. One study, and this is just one study, of course, years ago found that Facebook was linked to both less moment-to-moment happiness and less life satisfaction the more people use Facebook in a day. The more these two variables dropped off. The author suggests that it may have to do with the fact that Facebook conjures up a perception of social isolation in a way that other solitary activities don't. On the surface, the author writes, Facebook provides an invaluable resource for fulfilling such needs as by allowing people to instantly connect. TJ said there's nothing positive. Rather than enhancing well-being, as frequent interactions with supportive offline social networks powerfully do. The current findings demonstrate that interacting with Facebook may predict the opposite results for young adults. It may undermine it.
Cool. Awesome. I like it.
You may think you're getting closer to people, but you're actually not.
Comparing our lives with others is mentally
We don't have to
unhealthy.
even read this because this is pretty self-explanatory. It's like watching. It's like you see someone that constantly goes on vacation, so it looks like, oh,
Well, this
wow.
is a huge part of why 1 in 3 people want to be these fucking YouTube superstars.
think
Because
they
they look
like-
at Jake Paul flying all over the fucking world and having fun and dumping paint buckets on people and finding dead bodies in the woods and just never having a fucking care in the world. And who
Jealousy.
who doesn't want that? But it can lead to like, I'm not that. You know what I mean? Why am I not able to have that same access and that same? Why am I not having fun all the time?
So being covetous, yeah, of course. You see all this shit. You see Jake Paul fucking 20 women and fucking living on a tropical island. You're like, you know what? Fuck Jake Paul. I'm better than him.
I'm better than Jake
I could do
Paul.
what Jake Paul does. I have more talent in my fucking pinky. Sorry,
you get caught
you
up
don't,
in the
apparently.
delusion of thinking that social media is going to do something for you.
Yeah, a lot of people
But
do
it
this.
don't.
Well, a lot of people, they'll crowdsource ideas. They'll say like, oh, I'm part of that vaccination group, and someone's like, my father-in-law has brain and lung and all these other cancers. What can I do? How can I help? And people are saying, eat this diet and do this. And you'll see people doing this all the time. They'll get, if you go to Reddit, relationships, you'll tell you, hey, I'm having a problem in my relationship. And people will think, oh, it's going to help me. It's going to somehow be cathartic.
I just want to say,
What about the Slacktivist?
I just want to say that anybody who fucking seeks the counsel of Reddit is
Is stupid as fuck.
Is a
ton of
fucking
people
dumb
do.
twat
Yes.
who should probably not.
What
be
about
doing
the
that.
what about the slacktivism angle of this too? This idea that like this post to
I
tell Obama
changed
no
the
more
world.
war.
Oh, God.
You know what I mean? Like this idea that they're out there changing the world because they're liking up things
Yeah.
that they believe in.
3 million likes and this kid's cancer will be cured. It's like, come on, dude. And people fall for it. I mean, it is what it is.
It's not even just that. It's just like I've seen stuff that actually is tied to real politics. Like this post to tell President Obama to pull out of Syria immediately.
Well, it's basically just social engineering. It's knowing that these people want to build their actual aim is to build
to get more eyeballs on their shit.
to build a following to sell you stuff.
Right.
So what they have to do is they say, okay, well, look, I'm gonna advertise to conservative people and get them to share this, or get bots to do it for me and say, look, Obama, our country's under attack. You know, the Second Amendment may be gone unless you vote for Trump. And so then you get 100,000 likes. And it's like, oh, also while you're there, like our page. Let me invite everyone that fucking liked that to like our page. And of course, when they go see like progun.net, they're gonna of course go, yep.
Yeah, well, it's filled some kind of need in people to feel like they're contributing when they're actually not.
Well,
And,
yeah, because most of them don't actually give a shit.
What's this? Republicans and Democrats have grown further apart on what the nation's top
So this
priority.
is talking about political
What the
polarization.
hell does this have to do with fucking gluttony?
What's that have to do with gluttony? It's showing how we're getting more divided.
Which, what?
Yeah, I'm just showing because look, we're addicted to social media. I'll connect the dots for you. I know you're dumb, TJ.
Yeah, connect them.
We're getting more addicted to social media. We're spending more and more time on screens. We saw that earlier, right?
Right.
Up to 11 hours per day.
Right.
And now we're creating what's called these filter bubbles.
Uh-huh.
Which is part of this. So we're more and more addicted to these platforms. We spend more and more time on here, and it feeds into these ideas like political
Right. So
polarization.
he's
So you
claiming
think that
we're polarizing because social media is like a lens that changes reality.
Yes.
Right.
And it's
okay.
creating more and more division in our political system.
Yeah, because now you could just find a bunch of people who agree with you on whatever fucking
Right.
bullshit you
And
think.
You've got all
that's
this
what I'm-
positive reinforcement when you want it.
Actually, we're actually going to talk about that now with this, was the concept of filter bubbles, which is something you guys may or may not have heard of. So do we live in, quote, filter bubbles? Many people argue that we increasingly live in online filter bubbles that only expose us to the ideas we already agree with. This is consistent with broader psychological literature on confirmation bias, showing that we are more likely to seek out and agree with the views that align with our pre-existing beliefs.
Well, this is like look at Twitter. Twitter's designed for that. It's designed for people to follow people they like hearing things from and to ignore people they don't.
Well, the algorithms that build these applications actively work to do that because they want to keep you on the platform. Like you said, like the dopamine looping. If you see something that's like, I disagree with, maybe that triggers you to go and talk to those people. But for the most part, you just want to stay in like, yeah, I like that. I agree with that. I agree with that. I agree with that. I agree with that.
Right. If you're exposed to these other people, it's through the filter of somebody that you followed and they're ripping them apart. And so you can like it. Pwned. You know what I mean? And the idea is you never go and look at what the other guy's saying and see if there's common ground between you.
Oh, man. This has been a fucking hard episode, guys. You know, I mean, Gluttony, man. I thought Gluttony was going to be fun, dude. But it can't all be bad, can it? What about America's favorite pastime of buying shit, dude?
Consumerism is awesome.
Surely that can't be bad.
21 surprise statistics reveal how much stuff we actually own. I like it. There are 300,000 items in the average American home.
That's insane.
Cool. Let's get it to
It's like
fucking
over 250,000
We're
things in
consuming,
your
guys.
house.
It's good.
I like it.
How's
good.
that?
I like it.
Why do you like that?
Why wouldn't I? That's a lot of things.
Because you have to pack it.
Yeah, that does suck. But hopefully you can just hire.
So the
movers
average
for
size of
that.
an American home has nearly tripled in size over the past 50 years.
Yeah, except for these fucking. You see these people live in these little tiny houses or whatever.
Yes.
I've seen them.
Tiny houses.
They're an
yeah.
outlier, though. More people want more space. Not less.
Downsizing, TJ.
Yeah, I don't like it at all, dude. I saw this fucking guy that lives in a fucking modified dumpster.
See, dude, I'm all about this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really am, dude. The more like now, I live in an apartment. It's like I think it's a 3-bedroom apartment, so it ain't a tiny apartment or something. But I've learned, dude. I don't need a big ass fucking space to live in.
Cool.
I'm good. I might be able to get one of these tiny houses, TJ.
You want to see the dude's dumpster house? I'll show it to you.
Yeah, show me the dumpster
Yeah.
house. Let me see if it looks cozy.
I mean, so this is the antithesis of gluttony. This is living.
Yeah, I'll show
minimally.
you. Here's some pictures of the fucking.
yeah, dude, I'm looking to live a more monastic existence, TJ. I want to strip all the distractions out of my life and focus on being alive, TJ.
See the dumpster
All right,
house.
you go ahead and
dude.
do it. So
Let me see this dumpster hut. Hey, that don't look too bad.
So here's the thing from the side.
Oh, you got a kitchen in there? Look at it.
Yeah, he's got a hot plate.
He's got a kitchen.
Yeah.
He's got a whole kitchen in there. He's got looks like
Yeah,
a microwave.
Looks like he's got it on.
He's living the high life, dude.
Dude, this ain't bad. He's got a deck up top. He can go sit in the shade and smoke.
Yeah.
What looks bad about this, TJ?
It's because it's a tiny.
I
little
say
piece
we
of shit.
crowdfund.
How are you supposed
a
to, put all,
dumpster
how are you
over
supposed to
Paul.
fit 300,000 things in it?
Look at that other one. Look at that.
He's got a shower on
Look
the
at
side.
that metal container house right there, TJ, with the sliding glass doors, the blue
Oh,
one
Paul, that's way too
in
big
the top
for you,
right.
dude.
Look at that shit.
TJ,
That's like a mansion.
well, I say we go to GoFundMe, dude, and we get
Yeah.
fucking Paul's dumpster home crowdfunding.
Hey, if it's
dude.
cozy, it better be cozy.
I mean,
It'll be cozy.
Maybe if I got like a whole bunch of these, I could build a fucking house out of it.
Dude,
You could live in a fucking
dude,
goddamn
I
train
could
car,
live.
TJ?
I could live in one of those right there, dude, and
Yeah.
be just fine. Oh yeah,
A shipping
just
container,
fine.
dude? Why don't you just move in a shipping container, TJ? Solve a lot of your problems.
it would.
Yeah.
and you could just like load it up and take it wherever you go,
Look
so
at
you wouldn't
that,
have to
dude.
move house. You just
Yeah, anyway,
transport.
I
you could
guess,
even sleep in on moving day. They just pull you across the country, and you wake
Yeah,
up at
that's
your
true.
new pad. You know.
Anyway, 1 out of 10 Americans rent off-site storage, the fastest growing segment of the commercial real estate industry over the past 4 decades.
So basically a place to store more shit.
Oh yeah.
So like people are buying like those storage cubicles or whatever.
Well, usually
the
they
fuck.
rent them monthly. Yeah.
But like I see, I've gotten those, but it's always been in facilitating like a move or something. Like I need a place to stash my shit because I'm
dude,
looking for a new place.
For years, my mom and Steve fucking paid like the amount of money they paid over that time, probably north of like probably $10,000 to $20,000 just to have a place
just
for
to
their
keep
stuff.
extra stuff.
Yeah, to keep extra. Yeah.
Wow, dude, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
I mean, and millions of Americans do it. Like they have so much stuff at their house. You're talking like the house size have increased dramatically, but people still don't have enough space.
Yeah.
They literally have to have a place where they go just to store excess stuff.
I've gotten those things I think once in my.
That's
or
why
maybe
people
twice.
have started doing that like fucking extreme like get rid of shit. Like what was the Asian chick?
Oh,
She like makes you like hold shit and be like, "Does this inspire joy?" And if it doesn't, you're supposed to throw it away.
Yeah, dude.
So that's the whole thing.
Well, 25% of people.
I tried it, but literally everything I held, I was like, "Yep." I'm just too materialistic.
Everything you held
Yeah.
inspired joy in you.
Yeah.
Like actual genuine
TJ.
joy.
Yeah.
Find some.
So if you pick up a mason jar, pick up that tape. Does that inspire joy?
Yeah.
It does.
It definitely does. I can wrap it around my fingers. Woo!
Okay, well, I guess that method fails for some people.
And if I need something to tape, I can
that
tape
method
it.
fails for some people. So while 25% of people with two-car garages don't have room to park cars inside them, 32%.
Finger! It's my rape finger!
Rape jokes aren't funny, TJ.
Are they not?
No.
Well, I wasn't joking, so it's fine.
There are millions of people out there, TJ, that
TJ
are triggered by that.
Suffers of rape. Well, fuck that statistic, because TJ just won't let me fucking read it.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
You go ahead, Scotty.
I'm sorry.
This
no,
is your show.
Fuck you.
You go ahead.
No, fuck
I'll
you,
go,
TJ.
Dr. Tape Finger.
Well, TJ, why don't you just go ahead and read this? Because you know what?
Tape
I won't be able to cut you off, and go ahead.
Such a rape
Number
finger.
5, TJ. You're on deck. Number 5, TJ.
Why
Let's go.
does that smell linger?
Number 5, TJ. Directing you.
The United States
Fucking
has
directing
upward
it.
of 50,000 storage facilities.
Directing fucking...
More than 5 times the number of Starbucks.
Why don't get you fucking drunk, TJ, so you can do your best Orson Welles impression.
Maybe
you
I
fucking
will.
activist motherfucker, piece of shit, cocksucker, fucking interrupt every goddamn thing I fucking say. I'm gonna come bitch slap you. Next time you interrupt me, TJ, I'm gonna walk over there, I'm gonna slap you upside your goddamn fucking head, you fucking fat sack of shit. Shut the fuck up. I'm reading some shit, bitch.
The French champagne.
Fucking motherfucker, dude. TJ's fucking running his fucking... Never has anything to say about the goddamn episode. Ah, flippity blam blue, I'm TJ. Blah, 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 blah. I'm TJ, look at me. I'm TJ. Blah, blah. TJ, the topic at hand is gluttony. Oh, I got nothing to say about that. I'm TJ. Woo!
TJ's just presence here was like the presence of gluttony.
Dude, he fucking is, dude. He's a fucking fat fucking glutton. He's been his whole fucking life.
Yeah, dude, you are off topic today, TJ.
You're so wildly off fucking topic, you motherfucker. I fucking will make good on my goddamn word. If you fucking interrupt my goddamn reading shit one more fucking time, TJ, I will walk up and slap you beside your fucking head.
Damn.
Bitch.
TJ's been put in
I'm
his
gonna lay
place.
down the fucking law of these motherfuckers.
TJ's been put in his place, dude.
Now put the shit back on the fucking screen. Number fucking 6, TJ. You got something to say? Good. British research found that the 10-year-old owns 238 toys, but plays with just 12 daily. Kids have too many fucking toys.
No shit.
Oh, dude, I won't even buy fucking toys anymore. I'm
Dude,
like,
this
no,
one
it's a
I
waste.
know firsthand, dude. I had a roommate one time that had a fucking kid, and dude, he bought that kid a toy every day. It was insane. He couldn't have played with every toy he had if you gave him a week to do it.
And it's wasteful.
Yeah, it's absurd.
Look how much,
It's all a bunch of plastic shit that ends up in the garbage.
I mean, and so basically just landfills. I mean, we're extracting these fossil fuels from the ground. We're refining them. We're fucking sending them to fucking manufacturing plants. So I mean, think about that. These things are gonna be refined 3 or 4 times, 3 or 4 different factories. The amount of water and resources being used, it's ridiculous to produce a stupid little fucking Paw Patrol toy. Like you said, then the kid will lose interest in a fucking week and he goes, oh,
He never plays with it. It ends up at the bottom of your fucking toy box. And then when he's 13 one day and cleaning out his room, he throws it away with all his other garbage he never played with.
So the average American woman owns 30 outfits, 1 for every day of the month. In 1930, the figure was 9. Number 9, the average American family spends $1,700 on clothes annually. That's probably low for a lot of families, to be honest. While the average American throws away 65 pounds of clothing per year. So we have plenty of clothing we just don't like anymore. We throw it away.
Awesome.
What are you doing over there, TJ?
Nearly half of American households don't save any money, TJ. Fucking wasteful motherfucker.
TJ's like a fucking... He's just like a fucking kid.
Thomas fucking goddamn tape fingers there.
Taping his hands up. Rustling it right in the mic. Oh my god.
Fuck you, TJ. God.
Captain Tape Finger.
Doesn't it make you feel better?
Dude, you need to be put on... You know what, TJ?
What?
Do you need to go to timeout?
Yeah, Paul, you know why?
Do you need to go to timeout,
You know
TJ?
why I need to go to timeout, Paul?
Yeah, do you need to go to timeout,
Do
TJ?
you know why I need to go to timeout,
Yes,
Paul?
because you've been very naughty.
Because I am a glutton for punishment.
Oh, that's really
How
cute.
delightfully drawn!
That's really
Paul.
cute, TJ. That was a good one. That was a cute one, TJ.
How delightfully drawn, Paul!
Don't call me Paul ever again, please.
Paul, what's wrong, Paul? Don't you like being called Paul?
No, I don't.
Paul?
I'd rather not.
Do you want to touch me tape fingers?
I don't. I really
not?
don't want to touch you.
Why
tape
ever
fingers.
not, Paul?
You're a fucking freak.
episode where she just breaks the rest of the fucking cast.
I know, dude. TJ's insanity. That's what we need to name this episode. TJ's a fucking loon.
We'll skip some of these now. So number 14. Currently, the 12% of the world's population that lives in North America and Western Europe account for 60% of private consumption spending, while the 1/3 living in South Asia and Sub-Saharan Africa account for only 3.2%. Get on that, guys. Consume more.
Yeah, we got to make
what the fuck
consumers
is
out
wrong
of these
with
people.
Africa?
Yeah, Americans spend more on shoes, jewelry, and watches, $100 billion, than on higher education. Well, what's that going to get you?
Yeah, I mean,
more shoes,
Yeah.
jewelry, and watches. I
mean,
guess.
the people who get the higher education are just trying to make more money to get more and better
Of
stuff
course.
anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Number
You got a
20.
point.
Americans spend $1.2 trillion annually on non-essential goods. In other words, things they do not need. Well, I mean, you don't need
yeah.
everything in life. Come on.
I mean, I'm as guilty as anybody of this.
this one won't be too much longer. The 17 shopping malls outnumber high schools because all the malls are closing.
Well, it's just all going online. People are still consuming.
Right, but the malls are
So
closing.
let me move on to the next one, TJ.
Which one is that?
Which one is that, TJ?
Yeah, because you started skipping around, so I don't know anymore.
No, I mean the next.
Oh, the next tab.
Yes.
Okay.
So you may hear about this veganism shit and veggie shit, but don't worry, guys. Americans are eating more meat than ever.
Dude, you know what the great thing about veganism is statistically, like, it hasn't moved in years. Like, it's been all the fucking, like, did you know, and all that shit. After all this time, it hasn't moved up a tick. It's like 2 or 3%, and it's been forever.
Well, this
They
just shows you
convinced pretty much no one
this shows
to
you that they've
stop eating meat.
They have lost the argument. Like, they've made a lot of, I mean, in some cases, very good arguments, but they're not winning.
Oh, there's definitely some arguments to be made, but here's what happens. Like, I turn into Homer Simpson when a vegan is lecturing me. Because I hear about the first sentence or two, and then my mind starts thinking about little hamburgers jumping around and how much I'd like to eat them, and like, because they bring up meat.
Do you know there's 17 carcinogens in the average hamburger? And you're like,
You look at the patty. The patty's like, that might be true, Paul, but I'm delicious.
Yeah.
Eat me! I've got a big juicy round of tomato and a crisp leaf of lettuce, and just enough mustard and ketchup to give me that perfect zing. Come here, you little burger. I'm gonna eat you.
You know, and I just tune out. And I think that's how they did it, dude. Everybody likes eating meat more than they like being lectured. That's why the veganism movement failed. We like eating ribs and burgers and steaks and chicken breasts.
If that grill in front of us was filled with fucking vegetables, we would not be going,
Look at me, Paul. I've got crispy bacon and what looks like deep fried onion straws.
Oh, that's delicious.
2 kinds of cheese, too, Paul. Looks like American and some Jack. Maybe it's pepper jack. Take a bite and find out. Don't mind if I do.
so beautiful.
So in fact, the Department of Agriculture predicts that Americans eat a record amount of meat and poultry this year. 222, a lot of twos, pounds per person on average.
Do you know that means that 3 people eat on average 666.6 pounds?
Yes.
Whoa.
That's kind of creepy.
Damn.
That's how much on average the 3 of us ate.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, that's a
So
lot
the
of
3 of us.
Whoa, dude.
If we're average.
666, the number of the beast. Dude, it's really just Satan behind this shit.
Yeah.
Fucking Satan, dude. Always done shit.
He made meat delicious. I'll give him that.
And I mean, you guys realize, of course, you know, the amount of water that we have to use to raise these obviously these cattle.
What the fuck is that?
The resources, the arable land. So it's not good for the environment. It's not really that great. What?
The fuck is this burger?
Whoa.
Is that the shit turd burger?
No.
Dude, it does look like somebody like
It looks like a big green turd.
it looks like an Irishman after a St. Patty's Day celebration came and dropped a deuce on your fucking
the
barbecue
fuck
burger.
is that, dude?
What is that up there? Is that onion rings?
I don't know.
If
think it
it's
is.
like green onion rings, I'm fine with it.
I think
It's
it's
probably
really
some kind of St. Patty's Day bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just saw it on there and I was like, this is gross.
I'd eat it.
Wow, that's pretty crazy. So it just shows the vegans are definitely losing the culture war.
Thank goodness.
Guess what, guys? How about more booze?
Booze.
Booze?
Record meat consumption? How about
More
record
booze.
booze?
Yeah, see, I don't do the booze all that much anymore. I will drink on occasion, but I'm not a boozer no
So
more.
about 40% of Americans drink too much, study says.
Damn.
Oh,
Really? I heard
by
it was-
Scotty
I heard-
Andrew. Damn.
Whoa. I heard drinking
Close to
was
my
down.
name.
Holy shit.
Drinking ain't down, buddy.
It's not.
Read to find more, TJ.
Okay. Let's see. Go ahead.
Are you going to interrupt me, TJ?
Go ahead. No, not going to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Sure.
Yeah.
In a study of more than 34,000 adults, researchers found that 40% of American adults consume excessive amounts of alcohol and continue to do so, despite the high risk of suffering health consequences, TJ. You cut that drinking down. The findings mark an almost 10% increase from 2014 data that revealed that 1 in 3 adults drank heavily.
Wow.
Damn.
1 in 3, huh? So that means one of us statistically should be an alcoholic.
It's Scotty. I know Scotty's
you think
going
Scotty's
and
like a
hitting the
high
bottle. Yeah.
You think Scotty's a high-functioning alkie?
Yeah. As soon as he leaves here, he's going straight home to hit the bottle.
All right, so Scotty, be honest. How often do you drink?
I often drink Boston champagne.
Come on, Scotty.
The
Come
fringe.
on, Scotty.
Champagne.
It's one thing you can deflect with jokes, but let's hear an honest appraisal. How much you drinking, Scotty?
Well,
Yeah.
TJ, I'll tell you what, I don't do like them Orson Welles does, but I like to go to Lynchburg, Tennessee, TJ. Get me a big old bottle of good old Jack Daniels, brewed right here in America since 1868, TJ. Goes down smooth every time.
Yeah.
Do it.
He's an
Compliments.
alkie.
Sometimes you want a Mountain Dew, a Jack and Coke, TJ.
He's an alkie.
And you just sit down and you just drink you a bottle, TJ.
I know ones when I sees ones, dude.
You knows an alkie when you see.
I knows an alkie when I sees an
Man,
alkie.
I categorically deny it, dude. I categorically deny that I have a drinking problem.
Denial's the first sign of having a drinking problem.
Denial is the first sign.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I was definitely one of these Americans in my 20s, for sure.
Yeah.
I lost a
Who
lot of my
wasn't, dude?
20s to alcohol.
I mean, who wasn't a fucking
Yeah.
drinker in their 20s? Like,
Booze is good.
It really is the
Well,
decade to do it.
the thing is the older you get, dude, like when you're 21 years old, or you're 18 or whatever, and you're drinking, you can fucking go and drink this fucking platter and
Oh,
be
yeah.
fine the next day.
Oh, yeah. You survive it.
Like the older you get, though, man, like even being fucking 30. I remember the first time I got drunk when I was 30. I was like, whoa, this ain't the same thing when I was 21, dude.
No, it really isn't.
It's a whole different ball. Now, like with weed, you can smoke as much weed as you want. You can pretty much be fine.
Pretty much.
You know what I mean? So alcohol, but it's like, fucking really, what the point of this episode, TJ and Paul, was that we're consuming more and more shit. I mean, gluttony is getting worse and worse. And if you look, we're not getting better.
This is about how highly processed foods dominate U.S. grocery purchases.
So a nationwide analysis of U.S. grocery purchases reveals that highly processed foods make up more than 60% of the calories in food we buy.
Damn.
And these items tend to have more fat, sugar, and salt than less processed
That's true.
foods.
This is like that old, why buy the stuff to make a meal when you can just get the microwave version? Get the pizza pockets.
And that's what a lot of people are doing. 60% of food purchases. So, obviously, another tie to obesity. Can you move on to the next one? We're not going to read this whole fucking study.
we just wanted to cover
highlight
that basic fact.
So let's look at
Total sugar intake.
Sugar gluttony's up.
skyrocketed.
So,
It looks like it kind of went down a few times, but then it just brah!
Nope.
Yeah.
Obesity prevalence. Oh, and sugar consumption.
That must have been like the World War.
So this is
shit.
this is kilograms per individual, and damn, well, it looks like we're nearing fucking upwards of.
Dude, we're a bunch of fucking
75
tater
kilos.
hosses,
Well,
man.
this only took us to 2,000.
What is this shit?
Sure, fine.
I don't understand this. Why are you guys eating so many sweets? Like, I'll have a sweet every once in a while, but why you got to take it to this level?
You're eating a lot more sweets than you think. That's why you're consuming more. Like
What?
Yeah, like McDonald's, dude, loaded with sugar.
No.
Yes, the
No.
pizzas you like, those frozen pizzas, loaded with sugar.
Wrong.
Paul.
Scotty, those are
Loaded.
savory pizzas.
Loaded with sugar, Paul.
Wrong.
Loaded with simple carbohydrates.
Wrong.
Oh, give Paul some more sugar.
Wrong.
Consumption
Oh,
of
for me.
soda and fruit juice has increased dramatically.
Of course. Why do we want to drink
Well,
water?
because it's delicious.
Milk down. Why don't we
Water
care about
plus. I want water plus.
Water
Milk is
plus.
down, but not much, really.
I don't really drink milk, so I don't really care.
I like milk, but
And for the other one, you missed a thing that said we actually
sorry.
we actually eat 500 more calories of sugar per day.
wow. Oh, just sugar.
Oh yeah,
wow.
this amounts to 500
Damn.
calories. Per sugar.
Consumption of and this obviously is a driver of the problem too. Calorie intake has gone up by around 400 calories per. Wait. How are we eating 500 more calories of sugar per
people
day
are-
if consumption
We'll go back
overall
up.
is only up 400?
Well, let's go back.
Okay.
It says people in Western countries are consuming massive amounts of refined sugars, reaching about 150 pounds, 76 kilograms per year. In some countries, they amount to over 500 calories of sugar per day. That's an average.
Oh, okay. So sugar per day is that's the total. Okay, I got you. But overall, it's up about 400 calories.
Yep. 400 calories per day.
Gotcha.
So average. This is average U.S. calories, and you see, looks like it's dipped a little bit from a peak of around 2,000, but right now we're looking at about 2,500 calories per day.
20% increase.
That's as of 2010, so it could be up
In a nation
again.
obsessed with dieting, too. It's a great thing.
Well, a lot of this
Isn't it wonderful?
A lot of this actually corresponds with the low-fat movement.
People have abandoned traditional fats in favor of processed vegetable oils.
And of course, another impact of this is people use palm oil in a lot of products, and of course, that's creating monocultures and destroying the habitat of many animals.
Oh, that sucks, dick.
Rainforest.
Yeah, I've seen that. I saw that on that David Attenborough
Yeah,
thing.
the Sumatran rainforest. You're talking
Quit
about.
eating the fucking palm oils, you fucking faggots.
I guarantee if we went in your pantry, you'd find palm oil in a number of
No, I
products.
wouldn't.
Yes, we
You're
would.
a liar.
You're a piece of shit, TJ. You're
Thanks
a palm oil gluttonous
Thanks for
piece
killing
of
the
shit.
orangutan, TJ.
People replaced heart-healthy butter with trans fat-laden margarine.
Ooh, more fat.
I eat both.
I
Should I just switch to
I like
butter?
margarine.
I could just switch to butter. I don't give a
You
fuck.
could switch to butter.
I have bacon, too. I like bacon.
Give me some bacon grease.
God damn it.
Soybean oil has become a major source of calories, TJ.
I just realized I didn't thaw any of my fucking dinner meats. Oh, well.
Oh.
I didn't thaw my dinner meat.
You need
I didn't thaw my dinner meats.
You need less meat
Now I
anyways,
got
TJ.
nothing that I can
So
eat.
soybean oil actually provides 7% of calories in the U.S. diet in the year 1999.
And it's also led to all these SJWs, too.
Why don't you
does.
just make yourself a
Soy
healthy
boy.
fresh salad, TJ?
Fresh, eh?
Yeah, fresh.
Why you resurrecting fresh, dude?
Fresh, dude. That's how I say it. What's
That's how
your
you.
problem?
That's always you say.
Modern wheat is actually less nutritious than older varieties of wheat.
How did we fucked up wheat?
We fucked up wheat.
We fucked up. How do we do this? What happened?
We genetically modified it to be more like bad for us.
There is evidence that modern wheat, which was introduced around the year 1960, is less than the graph above. Blah blah blah. It doesn't really tell
So
you
today's
why.
wheat has about 19 to 28% of less important minerals like magnesium, iron, zinc, and copper, compared to the wheat our grandparents grew up with. Oh man, that just sucks. So
There is also
Even
evidence
our
that
wheat.
modern wheat is more harmful.
People
to
eating
celiac
less
patients.
eggs, not me. Not me. I'm at Waffle House all the time eating my 2 eggs.
Yeah,
this is from only 1950 to 2007, so it might have recovered by now, Paul.
I mean, it looks like it kind of went. Yeah, I mean, it stabilized, even went back up a little bit. So
In the
I don't know.
1950s, boys ate nutritious breakfasts and meals.
Well, you know what? It's because there was a period around this part where the people were like, "Oh, the egg cholesterol and eggs is insane," and then they kind of realized, "Oh, that's actually not bad cholesterol." So
Oh.
we already saw this one.
Oh, see.
So
people
look,
are eating. Yeah, we already saw that. So
more processed food.
the increased vegetable oil consumption has changed the fatty acid composition of our bodies.
It's made us fatties.
Okay.
Delicious fatties, though. I love
That
that
is
oil.
true.
Low-fat dietary guidelines were published around the same time the obesity epidemic started. Well, maybe they shouldn't have done that.
I think you're onto something.
Yeah, we need
Talking
more
about all the
fat.
foods we're not supposed to eat is just putting it in our faces and making us want to eat it more. You know what I mean? Don't eat cakes. Don't eat pies. Whatever you do, stop eating those pizzas.
Maybe it was just because people were idiots and they're like, the word for this is fat, so it makes you fat. And then they stopped eating fat, but the fat was actually keeping their weight under control.
Actually, yeah, some studies have shown that's actually true.
Yeah, that's why, you know what? When I saw, I didn't see them, but I read the article about the world's oldest fucking woman or whatever, one of them. Mm-hmm. And obviously that title's always being taken. But at one point, and they asked her, like, you know, what do you eat? And she's like, I just fucking pretty much eat bacon. That's what the staple of her diet was fucking bacon.
So, TJ, I
She
want
was
to ask
170 years old or whatever the fuck.
170, that's not true.
She was like 107 or
So,
109
TJ,
or something like that.
Where do you think the road to gluttony reads us, dude?
Where it reads us?
Reads us.
Rare was the road of Rutney Reedish.
Where's the lead us?
I don't
TJ?
know. To bad stuff?
This is a number of consumers right now globally.
Why is it bad?
Oh, I don't know, TJ.
Why is consumers bad? Negative of sex? Well, that's not negative. 4 facts. Okay. Challenges ahead.
So if everyone was to live like we live, we would need 4.6 planets to support us. 2.4 for Japanese and 2.3 for Europeans.
So this. Oh, it's because it's not sustainable at all, based on our resources.
Yeah, could that be it?
Yeah, I guess so.
As
More and more people are
consumerism
consuming the planet.
spreads, Earth suffers, according to a recent study. About 1.7 billion people belong to the global consumer class, and this was actually something I took from about 2010. So this number is just exploded.
Right.
Right.
The size of the global middle class will increase from 1.8 billion in 2009 to 3.2 billion by 2020 and 4.9 billion by 2030.
That's crazy. That's insane.
Not sustainable at all.
Yeah, we're fucked. We're fucked on a million different platforms, though.
William Rees of the University of British Columbia reports that human society is in what we call a global overshoot, consuming 30% more material that is sustainable from the world's resources. He adds that 85 countries are exceeding their domestic biocapacities and compensate for the lack of local material by depleting the stocks of other countries. So essentially, like, we go to other countries, take their shit, and that's how we sustain. So the U.S. is obviously well beyond its biocapacity, but we take from other places to make up the difference.
Awesome.
What are you going to do to stop this, TJ? How are you going to change your obviously unsustainable lifestyle to come more in line with the fucking realities that people are going to be facing on this fucking planet,
probably
TJ?
some angry tweets.
Because I'm sick of you making excuses for your gluttonous behavior. That tape that you just wasted, TJ, could have been used to save a life in Uganda. Do you know that, TJ?
Yeah.
Do you know they use adhesive tape like that because they can't get normal bandages to seal wounds, TJ, in triage situations, TJ? Are you aware that to make your stupid Mr. Tape Finger meme, you have wasted
Valuable resources.
a valuable, limited resource of this planet? How do you feel?
I feel okay.
You feel okay,
Yeah.
TJ? Well, the Earth doesn't feel okay, and so we're coming to you to demand that you clean up your fucking act.
All right.
Because you know what? People like you, TJ, can no longer be abided on this planet. You know me. I live off the fucking land, TJ.
That's true.
I've got an organic garden out back. I've got a mule that helps me till the field. I take what I need from this earth, TJ.
Paul lives by the sweat of his brow.
I sewed these clothes from wool that I sheared from a neighbor's sheep. I don't take anything more than I need,
I mean,
TJ.
so doing this episode, I honestly kind of realized of all the 7 deadly sins, that gluttony is probably the most destructive and actually the worst. Like,
Gluttony's the coolest.
What is this?
So,
This is asking if we could be saved.
yeah,
I
the
think.
alarms have been sounded, but will humanity answer the call?
No.
I don't think we need to shake a magic 8-ball to learn our answer. But, you know, what the hell, let's do it. And this is the answer I got. Don't count on it. We are all fucked. We are all doomed. It's a fact of life, even if the planet wasn't fucked. But look, we're consuming too much. We're consuming too much entertainment.
TJ's consuming too
We're
much.
consuming too much food.
Mostly me.
We're consuming too much meat. We're consuming too much fucking goddamn everything. We can't control ourselves. We can't sustain it. The planet is hurtling toward disaster. We're fucked. There's no hope. Give up, everybody. Good night.
Wow.
There's nothing else to be said.
Get out of here.
Get out of here, tape finger.
Get your tape fingers off me, man. You wasteful piece of shit. You planet ruiner.
I don't care.
Baby killer.
You know what? Fuck you, dude. I'm gonna fucking steal your shit, dude. I'm gonna come do it too. Yeah, dude.
Damn, you're both wasteful pieces of shit.
Wasteful. The whole Kirk line is wasteful.
We've all been a bunch
people.
of wasters.
Wow. Pretty long episode, Scotty. Ah!
Getting the grease off your forehead.
Ah! That hurts.
Gross.
Ow.
Damn, this is a greasy fucking finger now, dude.
Grease finger.
You know what? At least you know what, Paul? I might have wasted this, but maybe I can capture some of the oil back so I can put this back into the environment, dude.
Yeah,
Oh,
make an essential balm
dude.
out of it. A lotion, maybe.
Yeah, maybe my oil supply from my face.
I mean, dude, I
can
gotta really
power the
admit this,
nation.
TJ. I mean, you are a fucking oily motherfucker, dude.
Well,
I'm
we
looking
could
at
start
this shit.
harvesting TJ. Let's harvest him.
Time to give back, TJ. You've consumed enough.
We could power a city on TJ's essential oils alone.
Yeah, let's
start wringing them out like a dish rag at the end of the day.
Seems feasible. All right, well, good night, everybody.
Good fucking night.
Good night,
Have a
everybody.
good, motherfuckers.